Okay, what's up, Twitchers? Just getting everything set up for us here. Got the music rolling and everything. Probably turn this one up a little bit, just listening to it now. There we go. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of texts. Let's see what's up. Alright, we got most people in the channel today, so we're getting ready to go. We're just missing Adri, who should be here right away. Alright, just waiting on Adri.
Which is surprising since she's the one that double checked.
Yeah, I would say so. I would definitely agree. Oh well, that's maybe she just forgot again. Who knows? I finally know the term, what they mean, I think, by herding cats. I finally feel like I've been in the situation now where I'm like, oh yeah, I've had to herd cats before, kind of thing.
I feel like I should be offended by that.
Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about you guys usually. Just in some players in general, it feels like herding cats. Well, I guess we can all quickly talk about some things. First off, we're not even going to do the recap because we were all here. I mean, we all know what happened. We just talked about different battle strategies and such. Oh, I'm getting a call. One sec. Hey, what's up, cutie? Probably 4. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. How you doing? Oh, where are you at? Oh, okay. What, just taking a break or what? Oh, you're just feeling anxious? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, if you need to pull over something or send me a text, you can do that and I'll chat with you. Okay, not too bad. Alright, it was just the girlfriend. She's coming back from a little road trip, so she was just calling to let me know. Okay, yeah, so we were talking about different uses for the divination spell that Asayaf had offered, and then we were all looking at different battle prep formations and different plans. We had said that up until now we had kind of come up with the plan that K-Leg would have my magic jar, we'd put my body somewhere, and then we would try and convince these people that the temple here has been destroyed when they show up, and then hopefully the Merilith can take away some of them, or K-Leg shape-shifted as a Merilith would take away some of them using the plane shift spell. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, at the very end of this session, I also mentioned that Asayaf is going to set up this sigil here. and the trigger is going to be if any allied creatures turn hostile, or any creature turns hostile towards us within the area, that will trigger the sigil. Yeah, but I guess we could start. I just want to know what you guys, since we've had a little time to think about it, what you guys would think about doing for the divination spell. Or I mean the divine favor, I think it's called. The one where we get to entreat the god for a kind of like a miracle.
Right. I even thought about posting a reminder, and then I forgot about it. I remembered the reminder, but decided we won't need it. um, yeah.
Yeah, so what you guys thinking? I mean, I have my own ideas for what Cadril would want to use it for, but maybe you guys have some other ideas.
I wasn't against turning the vampires human. It was just the timing on that. Plus, we're not guaranteed it would work, but
maybe reset Sanctuary.
Oh yeah, we wanted to reset Sanctuary somewhere.
oh yeah, there's that. And then there's also just giving us a boon.
Ooh, like a random boon, some sort of like material gift, or maybe like a effect.
If we can be specific, but like some kind of extra ability or a bonus to our ability. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I thought something like that was suggested. But
Like a special battle blessing for a day or something.
something like that.
All right. Well, I'll get your two guys' ideas. What do you think? And then once Adri shows up, I'll just kind of ask her what she thinks and kind of do a small recap.
I'm curious why the sanctuary would need to be replaced. Like, wouldn't it take same amount of time to re-corrupt it?
I think he's thinking for using it as a defensive thing in case anything becomes into a battle. Is that what you're thinking, Dingle? Okay, cool. Yeah, so he was thinking of like maybe setting it up, in here or something like that. And that way we have 60 feet of at least like no weird shit coming in, and then we get a buff too. So yeah, Cadril will probably think of something. He wants something like either to help with the battle or to specifically try and like take out one of the people. So he's kind of thinking like specifically for an upcoming battle type thing. That's what he's mostly on board for. So.
What kind of battle mods were you thinking?
Well, you guys would have to entreat me with some, but I would ask that probably Saif would specify something. But as far as rolling I would just roll for which random effect you would get if you were to reconsecrate the ground. You guys could probably try and ask for a specific effect when the sanctuary comes back. Or I could just roll it either way.
trying to think of how helpful that sanctuary would be. But
Yeah, it's good. If you want to look it up, it's Hallow, and I believe for our purposes, I think it keeps undead out of its sphere as well. Yep, it keeps like phase fiends, celestials, and undeads out.
but aside from the vampires, we don't know that there are any such creatures in this party.
True, yeah, I guess, and then it comes with the extra bonus though for I think this one, the one we cast originally was courage. Yeah, you can't be frightened. So I mean, if there's a specific one in those lists of different effects that you can put into the 60-foot range, that might be better. That like it might jack up the usage of this spell or this entreatment. All right, you know what? I'm gonna quickly roll between the two of them. So, Cadril's either gonna be for trying to create this Hallow spell, defensive, or trying to roast the vampires, which would be offensive. And just for clarification, I think last time we did eventually have an Arcana check that let us know that the vampires would most likely die. We just weren't sure about like all the souls and stuff, but at least their bodies would be dead. So. Okay, so evens will be going for offensive and odds will be for going for defensive. Okay, so he thinks that reapplying this Hallow spell would be very good since, you know, we're in a tight space, might keep some things out, might give us a bonus. I've messaged Adri. I don't think she's responding. She hasn't checked her messages, and I'm like, what happened? How does that even happen?
Took a nap and didn't send an alarm. I don't know.
Hey, actually, I have done that, so maybe that's what happened. I guess things happen. That's always what it is.
We should all, when she gets here, we should all just act like we're surprised she has a life outside of D&D.
Wait, you do things with your life? That sounds really bad.
I've heard stories of such people, but
I guess this gives me some time to like grind up my weed, get my water situation right, make sure everything's right for the upcoming adventures. As soon as you said the nap thing, though, I was like, you know what? I bet that's pretty close. Like, I bet that's pretty probable, actually. But tell me what's been going on in your other games, maybe. I know you have another campaign where, like, there was, like, almost a TPK or something.
yeah. But it played out. They just wanted to capture us, and so they knocked us unconscious and captured us rather than killing us. But then we had to evade an erupting volcano. Ran into a dragon. Had to go through the Underdark. It's been weird. Definitely nothing I was expecting. But Yeah, we finally made it back topside, and now I have to go sailing.
Oh, nice. You guys are getting all around.
Yeah, he showed us an overview map, and we could look at the island where the volcano was, and then where we came out from the Underdark, and where we traveled for the ship. I was like, holy cow, that's like, because we had to walk the Underdark, and so I was, oh my goodness, crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. That's like one of the sort of almost endless places kind of thing in D&D.
It's funny though, is I never really thought of it as always thought of it as another plane type of place. It's not like, oh, you dig deep enough, you can just get to the Underdark. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like when you hear other people talk about it, it sounds like a plane. But then when you read about it, it's like, oh my god, this is just like underground. Like people have just been living underground. This is so creepy.
Hey guys, I found diamonds and a drow village.
You dig deep enough, you hit bedrock, and there's a bunch of Juragar or whatever they're called, the dark dwarfs.
So we ran into some Duergar, Snurflemebins, and we avoided the drow.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think that I can. How do you pronounce that? Juragar? I can't do it.
I think it's Druergar.
That makes sense. Juragar, yeah, that makes more sense.
That's the deep dwarf, but the deep gnomes, that one's a little harder. Like Snurfneblin. Yeah, it's missing some vowels.
Hey, what's up, AJ? I heard you come on in.
Hello.
Hey, how was your nap?
Napping.
Nice. Wait, were you actually napping? We were just guessing.
Kinda, yeah, I was kinda napping.
That's fair. That's kind of what we figured. It made the most sense, I think.
All things considered.
Yeah, we just had Dingle take a little BRB because he was just waiting or whatever. So I guess we'll do a quick recap.
Good recap.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to
Missed
what we were
so
doing.
much.
What the fuck are we up to today?
Ah, and he is back. All right, so yeah, I guess we'll do the quick recap here. Basically, you were here for the Lich fight, so we defeated the Lich and the Baylor. That was a lot of fun. We cleared out the desecrated grounds that were in the temple, and then we went ahead and well, we lost our sanctuary or our hallow spell, but after we defeated the Baylor and the Lich, we collapsed in the tops of sides of this this area that we're in here. So this is just out front of the temple, the kind of path that leads up to the temple, and this is the area on the rocky areas here that K-Leg had cast us an earthquake to protect and kind of make it an impassable terrain. And then we shot some firebolts and made more difficult terrain back here. And after that, that was kind of the end of the session. And then for the session that you've missed, we mostly just looted the Lich, who was the only one there, because the Baylor exploded into fire. And if you remember correctly, you almost died. It was crazy. We had to check all the rules on it.
Yep.
And then,
It was a time.
go ahead.
I said, yeah, it was a time.
Yeah, it was quite the time. And then, yeah, we looted the Lich. Everybody got a little bit more stuff. I think all you got was a new, a cloak of protection. I believe is what we gave you, right, guys? I'm trying to remember now. I'm going to your sheet right now, too. I think I have the loot here somewhere, too. Yeah, let's go back. Okay, so, yeah. You got a cloak of protection +1, which raised your AC by 1 again.
Shield of Faith cloak.
Yes, that's the one. We called it the Shield of Faith cloak. Yep. And so it raised your AC by 1. So what's your AC now? I believe it's
It's 15, but I feel like it was 17 before. So it should be 18 with the Shield of Cloak, or
Yeah, I think it would be
yeah, the
17
rubber
plus 1.
gloves. The Croc gloves gave me +2 AC, so my AC should be with the cloak.
Yep, definitely. So you're up to 18. It would have reset it. I just noticed on your sheet it did reset your AC because of when we do our level ups. It resets everything, and then you just have to go ahead and
That stuff.
yeah. So you're at an 18 AC now. And then we did some other things where Asayaf had a bunch of different things to prepare for the battle. We talked about different things to prepare for the battle. Our cleric did some scrying, some divination, and we sent Medusa to do some investigations. We heard that the approaching force of Javrok's inner kind of circle is fewer than 20 individuals. It's kind of like, just over 10, less than 20, somewhere in there. That's what Medusa told us. And then Asayaf was able to do a little bit of... she wasn't able to do scrying. She did divination. And the god gave a cryptic answer to the question of, what will happen in the battle to come. And the cryptic answer was to defeat the enemy, you must cut off the head of the snake. And it was kind of just, that was it. It was a really simple cryptic answer. And we kind of discussed that for a bit about what we thought might be the head of this different group of these cultists. We know that there is one head in the name of Javrok Doomstrider, who is kind of the leader of the cultists, who has been orchestrating everything. But we also know that there's a council of vampires that have been part of the old cult, and they've been resurrected. Medusa was also able to see them and confirm that they are amongst Javrok's group and that he has resurrected them, or at least brought them from the abyssal plane to our plane. And other than that, we were waiting on to figure out what we're going to do with this sort of other spell that Asayaf has that helps us with the battle to come, and it's called Divine Favor, I believe, and it's a cleric spell where essentially you pray to your god, and if you hit a small percentage of the dice percentile based on your level, you are able to entreat the god to change something in the world. It's actually Divine Intervention, I believe, now that I think about it, because intervention is changing things. Yeah, it's Divine Intervention. I'll just ping it out here. Essentially, we were just kind of arguing over what we thought might be the best idea of what to do with this spell. Because we lost our Hallow spell, we thought it might be cool to have here in this little area. And then we also thought we might try and change the vampires back to humans, because then they would just immediately die. And when we were...
Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea too. We had some other ones like just like maybe we could get some sort of bonuses to our own selves, like a buff. But we were just discussing all of that. And then we also discussed a bit about what we were going to do as people arrived to this place, because we're not exactly sure over the next 4 hours-ish of who's going to arrive when. It's sort of been estimated that all of us will arrive at the same time, but there's still going to be some gaps in traveling, obviously. We're not going to all arrive, boom, at the same second. So, like all of our allies and all of the enemies. So, we set up sort of a interesting idea where Kaleg would shapeshift into the Merilith that we fought earlier, and the Pit Demon, the one with 6 arms and swords, and she would try and essentially persuade or deceive any incoming armies that this area has been desecrated, and that she would try and relocate them to a different place using plane shift. And we knew that at some point the lizard army is still supposed to show up, the lizard folk army and the merfolk army. They're supposed to show up with Captain Thelreg, our dwarven friends. And we know that we still have to wait for Javrok to show up. So we're not exactly sure who's going to show up first, but we have this idea that if somebody does show up that is evil, at least we'll able to get a little bit of a drop on them by doing this. And then if it doesn't go right, well, at least we're all going to be hiding somewhere. We were just discussing where we might hide, and then we'll just start shooting outside, out into the main area where people are. I guess, do you have any questions or any comments?
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, we're basically just at the point now where we're all kind of discussing what we want to do inside of this plan, where we have K-Leg going to try and do a little bit of deception before we all hide and then get ready for battle. We looked all through all our spell lists to get prepared for it. So I've got pretty much everything ready to go as far as Caedrel and Assaeif goes. I think K-Leg and Dingle are also ready to go. So if you just want to take a little bit to look at your own spells, and then make sure, I think we should all be at level 19, so if you haven't done your level up, feel free to do that. I don't know.
No, I'm at level 18 still.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, we added,
How many XP should we have now?
I believe we're at like 354,000 or something. I'll check it out right now.
Yeah, it's 354,200.
Thank you, K-Leg. So we're right at the edge.
To level up. Oh,
All right.
sorry, I wasn't available last week.
Hey, no problem. I figured that happens sometimes in life. But yeah, basically, while you look at your spells and do some leveling up, which is fine, we're just going to continue our conversations about what we think is the best use for our divine intervention before this final battle. We can entreat the gods once more again, so I rolled for K-Leg to see what he thinks is best. He thought using it for a defensive spell within this area would be good. Or Caedrel. Thank you. You think I'd remember my own character's name after this fucking long?
Caedrel, K-Leg, Caedrel, K-Leg.
I know, and we're both high elves too. It's funny. Anyways, but yeah, he voted for a defensive one. I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly vote for what Assaeif thinks.
Worst roll ever for HP.
Okay, so they have conflicting ideas. Assaeif thinks you should use it offensively. Caedrel thinks you should use it defensively, which is fine because now that just removes them from the whole conversation. So it's up to you three whether you want to use your divine intervention to try and you either go for the vampires and change them back into normal humans, or to cast the Hallow spell here in your defensive area, or even another defensive buff maybe that you guys can come up with. And yeah, but it'll be up to you guys, as now these two are at conflicting odds as what they are thinking. And you can see there in the background a little bit like Caedrel's kind of like, oh, Assaeif, you don't understand. We can't go offensive. We need to protect ourselves. And she's back to him being like, oh no, Caedrel, you're wrong. You don't understand. We have to take it to them when they don't expect it. And yeah, so they're over here doing that.
No, please keep arguing with yourself.
Yeah, oh, it's really tough. It's really tough. But I can do it now and then. I've gotten better at it. Well, I see Dingle has voted for the vampire idea.
Yeah, of the two, Caleb would go for the vampire idea as well.
All right. Yeah, let's not worry about it too much because, again, the percentage on this hitting is probably really low. So with that, I think 2 is enough to, 2 out of 3 for sure. That works for me. Let's go ahead and... So we're going offensive here. We're going to change the vampires back into humans, which will effectively destroy them because they return to their mortal bodies, and their mortal bodies cannot handle their souls, and then they're dead.
I
All
like
right.
this plan.
It's a good plan. I don't know who came up with it.
It's like effectively destroy the leadership and you destroy the army.
Exactly. It's like we're trying to do probably cut off one of the heads of the snakes right now, and if we can do that, then we're gonna be way ahead when they show up. So here it comes, D100. It has to be 14 or less, as Assaeif is now level 14. She's gone from level 10, aw, little babe, to level 14 while partying with you guys, traveling with your party. Let's see if it happens. Pray to your gods if you have any. Oh,
Freaking close!
that's really fucking close. Like, really close. All right. Unfortunately, we do not get to have God's intervention today. All right. After that, Assaeif, she'll look to you guys and she'll say, Well, I tried my best, but I just couldn't get through. I felt like he was there for a moment, paying attention, but he quickly left, and I knew I was alone. Maybe I can explain to you a little bit more about what my symbol does, though. I've put it down on the ground here, and you can see it. It's just sort of under this little rock here, and you see she's placed a rock kind of under a little glowing area. It's not glowing in that much area. The blue is just to designate the area of effect once it does detonate. But she kind of explains that, right, well, if we can get some people to stand on here while you're talking there, K-Leg, well, if they turn hostile for any reason, well, they'll immediately trigger the sigil that's on the ground, and that trap will be sprung. So if you can maybe stand in a way where they stand on top of it, or position yourself, maybe then we can get an advantage.
Will it hurt me if I become hostile towards them?
Only if you're standing within the area. You have to give it about 10 feet around, and then you'll be fine.
Okay.
I just realized I don't think I put it on you can see it. Oh, you can see it. Yeah, so that 10-foot radius is the radius of effect for the 10d10 necrotic damage. Alright, I'm going to go look at my to-do now. She's kind of let you know exactly what's happening with her sigil. Yeah, Cadril is going to start talking now about the actual battle and where we want to hide, because he's not sure. So he looks at you as he says, alright, well that's quite the trick you've got there, Asayef, but I was wondering maybe, where should I hide my body? I'm going to be projected into this magic jar, and I can only really be close within 100 feet of it. Hopefully, K-Leg, you can return. Maybe I'll just hide my body over by Dingle. Alright, sounds good.
Well, there's that. You could put it over on the other side where the others were hiding. Or I even think you could put it on the other side of the rocks so that nobody will even be able to see it. But I don't know.
I guess that is a good idea. Although, when I'm ready to return to my body, I'll need you to return me there. Oh, and then that will be a problem, though. I would have to use a spell to get across here. I think hiding it in a different corner than everybody else is in would be good, because then it's most likely not going to be found ever. And, you know, if we are found, well, then at least my body is not with us.
True.
Alright, I'll go over there. I'll hide in one of these little corners. I'll put it in, wedge it in between a few rocks here, and when you're ready, we'll go ahead and I'll cast myself into the jar. Now remember, K-Leg, it's of vital importance. When I'm ready to return to the jar, I need you to return to 100 feet of my body.
I feel so much pressure.
It's okay. As long as you make it to these rocks, we should be fine. Alright, and with that, I think Asayef is going to come and hang out with you, Dingle. She says, well, I guess if we're hiding the body over there, I'll go hang out with Master Dingle.
Alright.
Oh, and K-Leg, I was wondering, Medusa, where are you going to be? Where do you think we should put Medusa there, K-Leg?
Well, I was thinking that she could hide in the rocks a little, since she is small and very lithe.
Oh yes, I do remember you saying that. That's a good idea. Alright, so we're all positioned up mostly. We'll wait till Adri gets back. And then we're going to start doing basically what I'm going to call waiting. And we're going to start doing it 1 hour short rests at a time. So you'll gain stuff back as we're waiting. there is a certain amount of percentages on each of the individuals and armies that I have assigned to this whole thing that they will show up. Certain ones are very, very high percentage. Certain ones are very, very low. And I roll at the end of every hour, I'm going to roll. And that's going to be basically who shows up when and how. Yeah, and that's how we're going to roll it until until mostly everybody's here. It's going to be interesting. You'll understand it a little bit more, I think, as we go through it. But for now, all you need to know is we're going to go through a series of short rests, and there's going to be stuff happening at the end of them. So with that, I think we will just go ahead and give everybody the first short rest. So anybody who's cast those spells or whatever and you get some sort of things back, you can get those back. Unless there's something you guys want to do before we end our sort of waiting period of kind of hanging out.
I got nothing.
Same here.
Yeah, I think we kind of exhausted all of our options for now, and we all have a good idea of what we need to do, so. Oh, good thing I wrote this down. Okay, I've got this now. Alright, I've got it. Got the randomized sequence of events for the next little while, so that's good. Okay. Well, I know Adri's BRB right now, but I think we can take these little interactions up to a certain degree where we don't need her first for a little bit, and then I'll have to probably hard stop until she gets back. But regardless, after the first kind of like half hour, 45 minutes goes by, you guys get your first short rest because you've been there for already half an hour talking and whatever, planning or whatever. So another half hour passes and then you get your short rest. As that happens, I'll get everybody to roll a perception check quickly.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone. We're all kind of hanging out, sitting around. We're waiting and listening for people showing up. You know, we're all kind of on edge. I think we'd all get it.
I meant specifically, do I?
Oh, yeah.
I know, hate me for it, but...
That's fine. No, I forget. That's all. That's why I go, oh, yeah. Because I always think I'll actually remember, and then I never fucking remember. I think I've remembered a few sessions. It got me this time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll just give it to you guys. I'm not going to roll the NPCs then. Because, K-Leg, you're going to be the one who figures it out anyways. This is interesting, though. I kind of want to move Adri's token right now, but I don't know where to. I'll let her retcon her position after. I'm just going to put her into the nether. Okay, cool. She's in the nether. So, K-Leg, you're just hanging out over here?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, you can put yourself wherever. You've had enough time to move around freely.
Well, I put myself there. I just don't, I don't know where else shoot unless she waited
here. I don't know. She wants to be out of the way, so that she can change and quote unquote teleport there after they get there, but not be seen beforehand, type of thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you guys are all hanging out in that little corner there, you start to hear a soft grinding noise and some gurgling. The grinding is kind of like heavy stuff on grass, like. And it's pretty slow, but it's getting faintly louder. And some of the gurgles that you hear are kind of like. And it sounds like maybe some vocalizations are going on. You're not exactly sure what it is, but it's some type of language, and it's coming from this side here. I'll just ping it. It's the northeast, or the top right, I guess I should say. You're the only one, it looks like, who hears this too. You're much more perceptive than everybody else. So you are by far, you look around, the only one who's hearing this.
I will whisper for Medusa and have her fly out and see what she can see real quick.
Okay, let's see here. Just go ahead and roll a perception for her just to see exactly what she knows. Or sees.
What is perception?
It's a wisdom, so yeah, any wisdoms? Okay, cool. So she's driving along, flying around, and then she gets cases out the area, cases out what she sees, and comes back and reports it to you. She says, "Oh, well, it seems there's a few different types of races down there, and 2 giant turtles. I'm not sure what they are, because I've never seen turtles so large. There also seems to be a couple different, what looks to be water creatures, and I'm not sure exactly what they are either, but they are moving along with the party. All in all, it seems to be about, just about 10 individuals, including the 2 large turtles."
And I'll confirm that nothing to do with who she was looking at earlier.
No, this seems to be a different army entirely. I don't know where this one came from, but it seems they are coming from the opposite directions.
But a different army, but not very. Doesn't sound like it's very big.
No, it's not really an army. It's more like a small battalion or strike force.
How do you know those words?
Well, I have you to thank for making me so wise.
So they were coming from that direction, and the other group you saw are coming from that direction?
Yes, precisely. I missed the one in the bottom right-hand corner, but I assume it was in like the bottom somewhere. Or wait, which corners did you click? And I'll tell you.
So I clicked up here for the giant turtles and water people, and down here for the vampires and whatnot.
Yeah, that's right. But Medusa will say, it seems they're coming more from this direction, and it's in the bottom left hand of the corner that she kind of points to in a more southwesternly direction than just kind of just straight south. But yes, you have the right idea. It seems they are both arriving here at some time soon. Well, the other one, I don't know, because I looked at it yesterday, so technically I don't know where it is. But The other one, the one that's actually close that I just did a 5-minute drive-by on. I actually do know where they are.
Okay, she'll be like, thank you, Medusa. Very good job. And then she'll wander over to where Cajo's waiting and try to explain it.
Ah, yes. It seems that was the lizard folk army that they were talking about. Sol had mentioned this. Captain Thelreg is supposed to be hot on their heels. I'm not sure where he is. He was the ones who had been giving the reports about this army and their movements. Unfortunately, it seems that this army has arrived much faster than he has. I don't know where he is, but anyways.
Everybody keeps saying army, but Medusa says there are only like a handful of them.
True, I think we've started to really overuse this.
Underestimate them.
What was that?
Sorry, I said let's not underestimate. Even if they are only a handful, let's not underestimate.
Ah, yes, that's true. We must assume that even though they are smaller numbers, that they have the power of an army. All right, Adri, I'll just get you to settle into some of these rock faces. Either this one, maybe over here, or over by my body. We had said that we don't want anybody by my body because I'll be like in a catatonic state for this fight in the magic jar. So we'll just maybe if you want to go by Dingle or Saif or hang in this little crevasse here, that's fine by me. But these are giant boulders, so if you want to go into them, it's gonna be like difficult terrain. I would suggest maybe just hiding on the edges, so that I don't have to like make you do dex checks and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that works perfect. Yeah, and so just to recap, we all decided that we were going to go for the defensive one or the offensive one. It failed. Then we all decided that we're all going to set up for our little ambush now, pick places. Oh my god. And then we sent Medusa out to see who was arriving because Kaleg, after about a half an hour and we all got a short rest from all of this preparation and stuff like that, we heard some sort of scuttling in the grass outside, and it sounded very heavy and large and slow, kind of like... And then, yeah, Medusa came back and told us that there is a small force coming, mostly made up of different types of lizard-looking humans. And then she also said there are 2 water humanoids and 2 giant turtles that she's not exactly sure what they are because she's never seen anything so large. And that's where we are now, so we're
All right.
all hanging out here. Kaleg was just over talking to me over here, kind of explaining the situation. And yeah, what were you saying, Kaleg?
Was I?
I think you said you were going to come over and explain the sitch.
Yeah. And then you had started to respond, so.
Yeah, I forgot what you said. Oh, we were talking about the size of armies. We're like, yeah, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody keeps you saying armies, but it seems to be we're overusing that term maybe. And then Adri piped up and said, maybe we don't need to underestimate our enemies. To which Cage will respond, "Ah, that's true. That's a bit of wisdom there from you, Adri. I should have thought of that, actually." Well, good luck, Kaleg. I think we stick to the plan and you try and remove as many as you can, and then come back here and hopefully we can scare them away, or if not, then we'll just deal with the stragglers.
But
Good night.
she starts stammering because her plan was with the leader guy and whatnot, and she's like, is it gonna work? What if I don't speak their language? What if? And she just starts panicking just a little because she's worried that things are gonna go off hinge because it's a different group.
All right. Well, I think it'll still work fine. You might not be able to speak their language, but once you're in the Merilith form, can you use the telepathy? I think you can speak. Yeah, you should be able to use the telepathy of the Merilith when you're inside of it. I'm just gonna check on that, but I think it works that
yeah,
way.
Merilith has telepathy.
Yeah. So yeah, he assures you. He says, "Do you remember when the Merilith spoke into our minds? I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing when you change into her."
Yes, that is how I was planning on talking to the other group, because I do not remember what she sounds like.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, not to get their voices confused is it's better to use telepathy. So, I'm sure this will work fine. And once we've dealt with these people, we can reassess it. What we need to do for, if we need to do it again or whatever, we can make a new plan after. But for now, I think this deals with what's ahead of us quite well. Maybe we should ask the others though. And he kind of goes over and he says, "What do you guys think? It sounds like something's coming. We don't have much time."
I'm fine for whatever.
But what if they don't even know about this Merilith?
Well,
I don't know. I guess we just, I guess whether it goes well for us and they decide to distrust anyways, or we just, nuke them. Same difference, really.
yes, I think it would be pretty plausible that they would know who the Merilith is upon arrival, because it seemed that the Pit Fiend and the Merilith together were running this camp and sort of coordinating it, being the big bosses of the camp, as it were.
I guess we could try it.
All right, let's give it a shot, and if not, well, don't worry, we're strong enough. We'll make it through, K-Leg. We've made it through worse. All right, he now knows that this is going to happen, so Kidro asks, "Now come over here for a minute. I need to jump into the jar for this to work." And he'll just spend a minute casting Magic Jar while you're kind of near him. And now he is in a catatonic state, and his soul is in the jar that you are carrying. Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys want to do as you hear these large gargantuan dragon turtle steps grinding towards the mouth of this entrance here?
Besides, try not to panic.
Yeah, besides just praying to your gods, yeah.
I guess Dingo's going to repair Crown of Stars. Like, not cast yet, basically he's prepared to do it, though.
Cool, sounds good. So yeah, if you, if anything goes wrong, you'll just pop that out. All right. Well, after a few minutes, you guys hear the sounds get closer and closer, and you can hear the gurgly languages get louder and louder. And eventually, I guess it would probably be K-Leg and Adri, because you could probably look out past these little, these ledges here now and then. You can see this. There is a force of what appears to be, and K-Leg, you definitely didn't notice now that there's merfolks here and there are lizard folks here. We had encountered merfolks and lizard folks at the very beginning of the campaign, and we kind of pissed them off, and we got like shot at while we were running out of their forests. So since then they've been pissed off at the Empire, and we made it know better, and so they have joined the other side. And yeah, they've summoned these large dragons. Giant turtle dragons, and you know what they all are. These are elementals. Now, Adri, I do need you to roll me a perception though, because the reason I give this stuff to K-Leg is he has a passive perception of 23, which is ridiculous. It's always like above 20. So, but I'll get you to roll perception just to see what you know as this group is coming together and entering the mouth of the cave. However, they do stop at the entrance, and one lone guy comes and starts to inspect the area a little bit because he can see the rubble. However, he can't see anybody else at this point, so he's going to start coming in a little bit.
Kaylee is gonna reach out her arm towards. I guess I'm the Merilith now, so she'll.
Oh yeah, and make sure you take down your what's it called, spell slot too.
Yep. So she'll use telepathy to call over Medusa, and have her kind of flit around a little, like she's scouting out the entrance.
Okay, cool. So Medusa will come on over. Do you have control of that token, or do I have to move it around for you?
I have it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you can go around and move her where you want, kind of position her. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, after making sure that she's visible, the Merilith will transport or teleport right there and look out and with her telepathy just say, welcome, we've been expecting you.
Ah, Lady Merilith. And you are hearing this as a response in your own mind. You guys are having a telepathic conversation. He goes, Lady Merilith, finally, nice to meet you. We have brought the gifts from the ocean. Hopefully these will please Lord Javrock Doomstrider. But I have to ask, what has happened here?
Ah, yes, I am sure Javrock will be most pleased. He has not arrived yet, though. Unfortunately, over the last week we have been besieged, and though everyone has been dealt with, they did manage to cause some trouble before all was said and done.
Oh no, where is the rest of your forces?
Oh, everyone else is safe. It's just the entrance that has been compromised, and I have sent my scouts, pointing to Medusa, to alert me of any incoming presence, that I may come out and ferry you across to the fort.
Oh, I see. So you are simply the doorman, and you will get us inside.
That is correct.
All right, well, how shall you do this?
I have been studying and made my teleportation stronger, where I can take a handful of you across.
Alrighty, well, boys, and he kind of whistles over in a weird, like, come on over here. We're gonna go inside. The Merilith, she was besieged by some people, and, well, we can't get in this way. We gotta go with her. Now, I will get you to roll me the deception, and it is, so, okay, I calculated out. A save gives you guidance, and then you get advantage. So it's a +4 with advantage, and there you go.
All right, and this is, you said deception. Okay. And this is as the Merilith, or
You keep your own int, what is it? Int charisma and wisdom. And so I believe this is a deception is under charisma. So you'll keep your own charisma, I believe. I'll just read it again though.
well, that sucks.
I'll just check it out. We'll see. That sounds right though, right? Because you keep the 3 and then you also retain all your class skills, but you don't get theirs, kind of thing.
Benefits, so game statistics are replaced. By chosen creature, they'll retain wisdom and charisma. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. You retain all your skill and saving throw proficiencies.
Okay, so it will come straight off your sheet then.
Okay. But I add a 4 to it, and it's at advantage.
A D4 and it's at advantage.
Oh, D4. Okay, that makes a difference.
And it's only 10 because it's not really that. He can see the whole like fucking collapse thing, right? So
And technically, I haven't lied.
technically you haven't. So yeah, you just lied about who you are. That's all. Oh.
Evan. Yeah, she has terrible charisma.
Wow. Well, good thing you were able to have the D4 just squeeze out a 10. Holy.
Oh yeah, it was at advantage, so 14.
Yeah, exactly. It's at 14 right now. So you do pass with the advantage of the collapse. You guys have spent a lot of magic to like make this a very plausible situation. Cool. So he will present his men to you now. As they were approaching, he kind of gave you a really weird look, though, like an insight check type look, because everything seemed a little weird for a second to him. But then he looked at you, everything kind of checked out, and he said, "Okay." So, if I remember correctly, you and 8 willing creatures, right? So you can take 8 of them?
8, yes.
All right. Well, he's going to present to you his men first.
All right.
That is 8 right there, surrounding you. I feel like that's a bad meme right now, anyways.
Since they're all willing, she will just use the straight up spell. And
There, now you're in a circle.
I did have a question about that. Like, it says circle, but she has 6 arms, so what if she, like, reached out and touched them all?
Ooh, that kind of works too. I like that. That's a better version, because I always just picture people as in a circle, and it's like ring around the rosy, very like preschoolish. However,
Right, all these marauders and barbarians and stuff, and they're just like, all right, kumbaya and whatnot.
yeah, exactly. Nobody's gonna be doing that, but it's way cooler to see like a 6-armed demon beast just grab you by the fucking face and just like, you know, take you to a new dimension. Yeah, since you only have 6 arms though, you'll grab 6 of them and 2 of them will hold hands, and they'll be like, "Hey, don't forget me, guys." There you go. And they like, yeah, you can just smash them. All right, so we're going to where?
Well, since these are fire creature or water creatures, I was thinking not the water realm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of write-ups on the realms too if you want to take a look just to see which realm you want to toss them to.
Write-ups where?
Oh, sorry, in the compendium under planes, I believe it's
Okay. I was looking under in the notes and where are.
yeah, no, not a write-up I made, sorry.
I mean, not knowing too much about the plane, I think she'll just go opposite of water and go somewhere with a lot of fire. So.
Yep, I remember we had discussed, we passed our Arcana checks to inundate you with all of the knowledge of the planes that Cadril had. He kind of gave you a sit-down lecture last game, just inundating you with all that information. So now you can choose freely between at least the elemental planes, but you want to go to the plane of fire?
Probably. That's probably the first thing that pops in her head. Since she's been thinking plane of water for the other party, and then these water people show up. She's like, oh no, opposite, and yeah, she'll just think plane of fire.
All right. Any specific place, or are you just feeling a random location?
So
her discussion with Cadril, we focused mostly on the water plane since that was where uh, she was planning on taking the other guys. How much does she know about the plane of fire?
Yeah, we
Or
didn't.
what it all clearly discussed?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was all discussed and that I would have given you all the information. I just didn't. I don't think at the time we really needed to RP it all out because it was like, it was. I kind of just said I think at one point like, oh, okay, I rolled this much, which was like a 23 or a 28, and I was like, okay, so Cadril knows everything about the inner and whatever plays, and he just tells you what he knows, and then we went more into the plane of water because I was more as a DM, I think, trying to figure out exactly where you wanted to go, and I didn't really know about all the different cities at the time and all that stuff. So
Right. Um, so, um, yeah, she'll just think, uh, sea of fire.
all right, sounds good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly look at some areas, and see if there's something I would need to roll for that. I didn't know which one you'd pick, so that's interesting. Why didn't I read the sea? Plane of fire, there it is. Okay. Now, when this happens, I just want to recap your plan too. You're gonna just like immediately bamf out, right?
That's the plan.
Okay. Just reading a little bit more about the plane of fire because I think there is one little thing I want to do. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Roll me a d20 and a d4. As we go to the plane of fire, it is 1900 hours, which is the middle of the night. Okay, you're fine. You're not. You don't transport there in the middle of the scorching hot day. But what you do notice is when you all link hands, or you grab the faces of these enemies that don't know you're technically a double agent. With all 6 of your arms and them linking hands together, you all transport and poof, and you end up in the Sea of Fire, which is just kind of like an open plain of rocky, barren wasteland. And you could tell that this kind of wasteland is probably desertous in the mornings or in the afternoons, but currently right now in the middle of the night, it's completely like normal temperature. And you can look up into the sky, and you can see the sky is very dark. It's darkened by ash clouds and different things like that. And what you can see is there's a moon and a kind of a glow of a sun. And let me see here. I want to explain it exactly how it says here. Ah, yes. It's deep red as it glows through the ash, and the sun is as it glows through the ash and stuff. It's a day. It's a night that is created mostly by the ash cloud layer that exists above you. So as you look around, you can see below you is this barren ground, this rocky earth, brown and uneventful, really. And then you look above you, and there's this ashen ceiling of sky, and penetrating through it is you can both see the moon and the sun. The moon is slightly less bright and red, but the sun itself glows a very, very bright red, although none of its the majority of its beam light energy is getting sucked up in this sky. What do you do? As everybody comes together, you can tell that the lizard folk dudes are very confused.
I am going to separate myself and bamf back.
All right. And you're using the same spell, right?
Yep, just on same spell.
Cool. Make sure you take it down. I'm sure you always do. And boom, you're back here now. I believe you come right back here. You can pick the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
know it.
familiar with this place, so.
Yeah, exactly. You know where you're at. booyah. You return to the same spot from where you have just sent these men, and they are now, doing whatever people do in the plane of fire, probably dying. And anyways, the merfolk man steps up towards you and he says, "Oh, very good. Thank you for doing this now. Do you think you can transport these large creatures?"
That shouldn't be a problem, right? It says willing creatures, it doesn't specify size.
Oh yeah, this is just an RP thing. He doesn't know how this works, so he's being like...
Okay, well, I just want to make sure I did too.
Yeah, sorry, that's a weird thing to ask as a DM in a character, because it's like, wait, do I know my spell? No, I'm not asking. It's just this merfolk doesn't know it, so...
Yes, that should not be a problem.
All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead. Let's go, boys. Link up.
And so hopefully she would have given herself enough time while she was there before she bamped out. She would have looked around just to see if there was anything marking further away, so she's not going to the exact same spot.
Okay, for sure. There's like when you looked around, because you have a 23 passive perception, you see everything. There was like a cliff's edge, a plateau or a mesa off in the distance where it reaches out from the ground, quite a few kilometers off or miles in this distance, and you can tell that that would be a good place to land.
Okay. Alright, so she will she's going to be using the Amulet of Planes for this one.
Oh yeah, got you. Yep.
And I want to make sure I'm doing this right, so
I'll take it up in the compendium.
so it's I think I make a DC I make an intelligence check, and on a success I go where I want to go. On a failure, we all go to a random destination.
Oh yeah, this is the fun one.
So either way, we we work it out. But
You're going somewhere.
yeah, all right. So intelligence check, and that's all her. And it's just a check, right? Not a saving throw.
Yep, just a check.
Intelligence check. So straight intelligence. Not advantage. Do I still have that boon? The D4?
No,
Is
you
that-
used
is
it.
that
You
a
rolled
lasting
it.
thing, or was
Or
it a
wait.
one-time thing? I didn't hear you. Was it a one-time thing?
I said just wait 1 sec. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay.
Oh, it's concentration 1 until the spell ends. You can target it to a 4 on a number of roll check of its choice. You can roll the die before and after making the ability check, the spell ends. Okay, so she'll have to recast it, but it doesn't matter. Oh wait, she can't cast it on you. You're in the middle of this. Unfortunately, it did end when you rolled the die before or after making it the check. So.
Okay. Yeah, I know some blessings are until it ends, and some are just a one-time thing. So
Yep.
I didn't know what she gave me. All right, intelligence check. No boons, no advantage.
It's a tough one.
All right, random plane it is.
Well, we'll see. I get to roll for it. It's a roll a d100, 1 to 60. You go to a random location on the plane, and 61 to 100, you travel to a randomly determined place. So, let's go ahead and do it. Hope for 1 to 60. That's what you're hoping for. All right, you're good.
All right. And as that happens, I will disengage and turn into a fire genasi and run off.
Wait, are you going to cast Shapeshift again?
So during the time, I can change into whatever I want, as long as it doesn't have. I just can't, like, let's say I'm a Merilith and I change to a dragon. If the Merilith has lower health points, then I keep those health points. But I can change into whatever as long as the spell's still going.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, you are now a fire genasi, regular, medium humanoid, but with red elemental tinges. Sure, you're on the plane of fire. You're running away from 2 dragon turtles and a mage and a water elemental.
And I will definitely dash.
All right. Yeah, they're gonna see that. I almost need to put you into initiative almost, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. And as for the random location that you appear at, it's near or located close to the other location. So, you were aiming for that mesa. I'll just say that you ended up farther down on a random place on that mesa. From which you can see the rest of the merfolk army is down in the valley below you. But as you're dashing along sort of this cliffside edge, what's your plan here?
Okay, so this area, it's just ground. It just gets really hot. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, it's like a barren, rocky desert wasteland. Right
Okay.
now, it's
my
cool.
mindset was, it says Sea of Fire, so I was thinking, okay, fire. That's what I want to be. So no, I would have changed into an Earth Genasi and just burrowed into the ground. So I am. I don't know how fast an Earth Genasi moves, but
Oh, I thought Sea of Fire was just like what you were naming the Plane of Fire. One sec. Is the Sea of Fire specifically really different? Oh, here we go.
I don't know.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so there's volcanoes all around. There's lava all around. Okay, so I'll say you're on an island in the Sea of Fire. Surrounding you all, it's sort of like an active volcano type thing. There's the cliff mesa edge. There's a valley in between 2 kind of volcanoes on this small island. Yeah, but yeah, you're out in the Sea of Fire. So there's lava all around, but you are on a solid
And
island.
because she would have seen it, she'd be doing much better than I am at this moment. So if it is all lava, that's a bad idea. What if? And I'm gonna retcon a little bit if you'll let me. What if? Well, it's random, so I can't decide. Never mind. You tell me where we came up.
Okay, you came up on a big island. These islands that inhabit the Sea of Fire are mountainous volcano size, and this specific one has 2 mountainous volcanoes on it. And you have come out on the mesa on the cliff's edge, sort of in the middle of the valley. You're kind of halfway up one of the volcanoes, not quite that high, maybe even just a quarter up. And you can see that down in the valley is where you had brought the other people. But you are kind of up in the air. This is a giant island, so it'll take you a very long time if you want to get off of it, but surrounded around the island is lava and other islands.
Alright, yeah, so Earth Elemental, she'll burrow down and find a safe spot. Doesn't have to be down, but just find a safe spot that she can go and avoid them for an hour.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, so you change into an earth elemental, and you start to burrow into the ground and into the rock that makes up these volcanoes that make the Sea of Fire, these volcano islands. It's a very giant volcano. You find yourself burrowing, for maybe a minute or two, and maybe not even that long. But you come to a point where you're satisfied, and you realize that because the Earth Elemental does not leave a burrow behind, which you let me know now, you are sort of secure in a womb, or like a little cave that you've made for yourself underground. And you're going to take a short rest?
Yes, please.
All right, I will grant you your short rest. You heard as you were going underground the screams and angry gurglings of the merfolk mage leader as he was cursing your name in his Aquan tongue behind you while you were burying. But since then, you haven't heard any sounds. You're just nicely cocooned in the earth. Also, what's up, Twitchers? How you guys doing today?
So what are you guys doing for an hour?
Boop. All right, there goes basically a whole battalion. Cadril will walk out after he sees you guys go the second. Oh wait, no, I'm still in the magic jar. What are you guys doing? I'm still in a magic jar. Adri, Dingle, let me know what's up. Say if it will walk out with you guys, probably.
I'm just waiting.
All right, Asaf will take a look and she'll report back and kind of be like, "Oh, it looks like it worked actually. They believed it. They believed it. It worked. I can't believe it. But where's Kaelig?" Does anyone know if they were coming back right away?
No.
Sorry, what was that, Kaelig? Did you let us know?
No, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I don't have a way to communicate.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so you can see Asaf is getting a little worried now. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know it would take so long for her to get back. I hope everything's all right."
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Cool. Well, since you're taking an hour break, we're all gonna probably wait here and do the same, and we get another short rest. I'm pretty sure you're all short rested up, so it doesn't matter anyways. But
just to make sure, this amulet. I'm reading it again. I don't see a limit. So could I have just used it again?
holy. I thought, yeah, normally there's like an hour D8 cooldown, cooldown. No, there's no cooldown on this one. Interesting. No, usually you roll a 1d8 for a cooldown on items like this, but there is actually no cooldown. I guess the reason is because you have to pass the DC 15 intelligence check. They're like, yeah, you can do it as many fucking times as you want, but you're probably going somewhere crazy.
Okay. Well, she would have tried to use it anyway to get back to you guys.
Sick. Int check, and then I'll roll if you fail it. All right, let's see where you end up. Ooh. You're not go. Oh, I guess you can just really do this for as long as you want then.
Oh, true.
This is weird because like
you have to determine where I land on this one.
yeah.
And then see if I take damage or something. I don't know.
Just pulling up my list of planes right now. You landed on plane number 3. You remember plane number 3, right? Just kidding, anyways.
Oh, my flight was supposed to leave from...
Terminal number 3. That's where you went. Anyways. Okay, you went to something called the Far Realm, which is where aberrations, mind flayers, beholders are shaped and making the influence there. Where stray energies in far realms leak into another plane, matter is warped into alien shapes that defy understandable geometry and biology. I'm going to read this for 2 seconds. I got 2 more paragraphs here, and then I'll determine what happens when you get there. Okay, here we go. Okay, so when you come to the far realm, you are immediately transported to a black, dark realm. All the ground here is black. It looks like ebony. There's a large mountain called Firestorm Peak. You don't really know that, but is ahead of you. However, when you look at this realm, you can see all sorts of different creatures. They have, it's like a home of aberrations, right? So they have all sorts of different creatures. It's hard to describe. They'll have like 10 eyes and 12 tentacles and like a bunch of fangs. And then another one will just be like some sort of dog, but the dog will have like, wings and it has fangs and it shoots like poison and shit at you. And, when you see all these fucking crazy aberrations, you are immediately filled with a sense of horror and dread. This horror and dread is the kind of thing that will stick with you as these images are being seared into your brain. I need you to take... One sec. I roll it. Never mind. I'm like, roll it for me. I'll roll the damage.
Now I have new things to turn into, right?
I'll say, yeah, you get to see a lot of different aberrations. If there's something you want to pull from the aberration table, feel free to argue it with me, and I'll let you know if that's something I think that is worthy. However, you take 3 psychic damage as all of this sort of psychic horror is really messing with your brain, and it's actually causing you this pain inside of your head as you're trying to comprehend not only the different geometries and makes of these different beasts, but just the sheer weirdness of this realm. All right, you can go ahead and try your int check again now to get out of here. This is going to be fun. It might be a little while. We'll just keep going real hard. Oh, this time you make it, except you come into the actual temple area of this area, so you just have to like walk around the whole, like go through our little burrow that we made for all of our friends or whatever.
I'm still an earth elemental, so I'll just
Oh,
walk over.
that is true. You can simply just come through. All right, so now we see K-Leg. Are you just gonna burrow through like all this barricade?
Or actually, I'll turn back into the Merilith and teleport because you guys are expecting the Merilith.
Oh yeah, and she has teleport innately. So boom, you.
Or actually, I'm gonna stay an Earth Elemental because after being in that abyss, she's not gonna be thinking clear enough to think that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah. So you bust. Where are you gonna bust through to? We'll see.
Probably about right where I'm at.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we all see her bust up through the ground, and we've seen this earth elemental before. She's taken this form to get us into the side of the mountain before, so I wouldn't say that you would be too surprised by seeing it. However, it might be a little weird as you see the earth elemental come up. K-Drill is still in a catatonic state.
And if I remember right, you can perceive everything around you as if you were there.
Yeah, so I've been, but okay, so yes, I've been on your journey. However, the thing is, I imagine my jar is hidden in your backpack somewhere.
Okay, so
I'm not
you wouldn't have
perceiving.
actually been- Oh, that abyssal plane was weird, right? So you won't know where I went. You just
No, I'll just get the sensation of going. However, I don't perceive right now. I can perceive. All I'm perceiving is darkness, weird muffled sounds, and like the scratching of the jar against the leather of your backpack. But other than that, it's not really, I don't get anything good to glean from it.
all right. Well, I think she's just gonna drop it now and say she'd like to take a rest.
Oh, K-Leg, How did it go? We were so worried. I was wondering what might have happened, but it seems you've gotten back here pretty quickly. You were just over there, and poof, all of a sudden you're right here now. How did it go?
It went really well. Had to bounce around a bit to get back, but they are not here anymore, and I am tired.
Oh my god, it worked! You guys, it worked! We didn't even have to fight them! Oh, that's so good.
Cool.
Alright, well, if you want to take a rest, I mean, I'm sure we can watch over. We haven't done anything, so... Yes, you go over in that corner there, rest by Kadril, and we'll keep watch for now. I'll move a safe out to just keep watch. Cool, so another short little rest for you, right?
Great.
Alright. During that rest, however, two shadowy figures approach. Who could it be? Who knows? However, as they approach, you hear one of them screaming, "Dingle! Dingle! Dingle, are you here?"
Alright, Dingle goes to check it out, I guess.
Alright. And as you come outside, I will go ahead and put them on the thingamajingabiding. Do. Where's the other one? He's not in the same spot. 1 second. There we go. Gonna switch him to be looking at you. Advanced, flip horizontal. Boom-ya! Alright, and as you come around the corner, you see you have come face to face with not only your brother Springle, who you sent a note to in a desperate plea to try and get here. He has passed the rolls and he has made his way here. He is not dead. He is alive. His journey has not killed him, and he has arrived here with time. And you see he has also brought your father, Gringle, who we had thought was going to be stuck in the other world, not in the islands, obviously, back in Nomania, we'll say. After having the estate attacked, he said he would try and do everything he could to get to you, and it seems he has found a way to beat the odds and arrive here today. So, just a heads up here, Dingle. I will be giving you control of your Gringle character today that you built a long time ago, your Gringle McDingle. And then I've built another Springle McDingle that I'll run. So you can have your father's character, because I know you wanted to build that and you went through it. So you can go ahead and have him. I haven't looked at the sheet in a little while, but I assume it's I don't know where is it at? Let me know.
Oh, it's in the party tab.
Oh yeah, I mean just like what level is Gringle at? Kind of all that stuff.
15.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted him. Okay, I didn't know if we actually went through that and talked about it or not, but okay, perfect. So awesome. You won't even have to do the level ups. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I put Springle into everybody's in the party, and I'm going to put Gringle right now. You can already see it, Dingle, but I will make sure everyone else can see it now. It's just taking a second. Anyways, yeah, and as you come up, your father, Gringle, comes up to you, Dingle, and says, "My boy, my beautiful boy, fighting for good." And he comes and grabs you, and he looks at you and says, "Wow, you've grown so much in this time. I've missed you."
I missed you too. Speaking of which, how'd you guys get here?
"Well, it's all due to Springle. Springle, tell them." And Springle looks at you and says, "Well, after I got your message, I went into full crazy mode. I got all my money together, and I started talking to different wizards who could maybe help us out. Apparently there was some dwarf wizards up there in Ellendeer that could help us out, so I went ahead and got them to bring a father here. And then, while I had to spend all my money to get us on the fastest ship I could, after that, it was just pretty easy to fly in. We had to stop though on our way in Kandathan. But once we got that done, well, we just rode all our way here. But our horses died on the way, so we just kept pushing and we got here. We didn't know if we'd get here in time, but it seems we have.
Well, I'm glad you guys are able to make it. You can help us out.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that you would be taking on such a crazy force of nature. When you stopped in Ellendeer, I thought maybe this would be something that was just a one-off, but now I realize that this has a lot to do more with our purpose and our destiny as a family.
Yeah. And Dingle kind of fills him in on the plan and tells him to, like, wait and, hide in, hidden places and whatnot.
Oh yeah, we can do that for sure. All right, yeah. Pops, here, you go hide in one of these areas. I'll go by this elf over here. Who's this nice elf? And he kind of starts walking towards you, Adri.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I don't think I remember you. When Dingle stopped by in Ellendeer, you weren't there.
I don't think I was. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. My name's Springle.
Hello, Springle. I'm Atri.
Oh, nice to meet you, Adri. All right, well, hopefully you don't mind. I'm gonna come hang out and hide over here with you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's tackle this all together.
All right, I can hide pretty good because I'm pretty small, so don't worry about me. I don't know how you tall people you hide so good, but I guess you're pretty skinny, so you can fit in some good crevices or some good little slots between the rocks.
Definitely practice. Lots of practice.
Ah, that makes sense. All right, well, I'll wait here. Gringle, where are you gonna sit? And Gringle kind of steps to you, Dingle, and he says, "Well, son, where do you want me?"
Let's see. Oops. I'd say right here-ish.
All right, I'll be waiting there, and I'll wait for your cues. When we're ready, I'll know what to do.
Alright, sounds good. And I'm back to my place.
All right. And Saif kind of just looks around. She's like, "Oh, how wonderful! A little family reunion. I have to say, I think the gods are watching us right now. I feel like they somehow gave you a fortuitous advantage in getting towards this battle here, and, well, I feel like it's destiny or fate that we're all here together today." Okay, back to the rolls now. So now everybody can take a little bit more time. We're all hanging out, and K-Leg's rest, your hour-long rest, ends.
Cool.
And I gotta go really far back up to find all the rolls. 4, 4, 4, 1, 3, 4. It's just 2 4s. 2, 4, 4, and then 1, 3. Dope. You're lucky to get both those 4s. Anyways. Regardless. Now we bring up the sheet because I know what the rolls are. Okay, so we did the merfolk army. We've gotten these dudes, random people to show up at the end of that one. Now we need another random, and that was those dudes, so we go to the number 1. All right.
So, question, because Dingle went to that pit by himself, didn't he? So, have any of us met his brother?
No, definitely not, actually. I was thinking about that as I was role-playing it. I was like, wait, nobody fucking met his brother. Literally, Dingle went there alone after, and we didn't hang out with them at all, so it was kind of weird that he just picked out Adri and was like, "Oh, I don't remember you," but at the same time, I was just like, off on a tangent. To make it less weird, he'll go around and introduce himself to everybody else, as Saif. "Hello, hey, yeah, oh, I'm Dingle's brother, yeah. Oh, this guy's in a catatonic state. What the hell's wrong with him? Oh, he's okay, never mind. That's right, Dingle told me. Okay, never mind. All right. Oh, wait, and wait, who are you?"
You are very energetic. I am Kalik.
"Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, that's right. You're the one who's gonna do the shape-shifting, eh?"
Oh, yes, I will.
All right. Well, now that we all know each other and my father Gringle, let's get ready here. All right, so we missed on the 1 is a nothing. It's a nothing roll. So as you go on, the hours continue to pluck along and nothing happens. However, so now we're down to T minus 2 hours in the last of this little area. The last roll before everything shows up, you did hit the 4, or no, pardon me. What are we? The 3 for Sol Aurelia. So we will get Sol Aurelia's forces to show up. However, at the end of that, you will notice that Captain Thelreg's people never made it. Sol had told you that the dwarf and his scouts were keeping an eye on this lizard folk army that had just showed up. Battalion, we'll call it. However, it seems that even though they had said he was trailing behind them, he has not shown up. So I will go ahead and grab Sol and her men. And a couple of our former friends. There, that's it. Okay, so she shows up, and I'll get one person to just random roll it. I don't need to. K-Leg, you're first in my roll 20 lineup right now today, so you can roll, it's a 1d10 to see how much of her guard has survived the trials of coming through the mountains and fighting their way. Because we were able to save about, okay, so 6 of them. All right. Now, the two here, the Ashaka, the Aarakocra, and Professor Zewikwi, the mage, we all fought with them in the Battle of Farandrill, but these two count as 2. We switched out some people, so she'll get 4 extra guards for her keep, and then she has 2, which makes the 6, and that is her squadron. Regardless, I'll build that in the background while we do some RP, though. Sol shows up, and she says, "Well, here we are. We finally made it. You know, we got your animal messenger, and, well, we had an idea that this area would be blocked off. We didn't expect you to be here." And she'll kind of walk up towards Asayef and give Asayef a hug. She's like, "Asayef, it's been so long. I'm glad to see you all made it." And then she'll move on towards K-Leg, and she'll be like, "K-Leg, it's good to see you as well." And she'll kind of tousle your hair, and she'll look around, and she'll say, "Well, everyone, seems we're all here. What's the plan?"
Well, we came up with a plan, and it already worked so far. But our plan was for me to pretend to be one of theirs, and to say, "Oh no, there's a cave in. I'll have to teleport you inside." And they're like, "Okay, please do that." And then I take them to a different plane, and then I come back without them. And that was the plan, and we used it on the lizard people that came.
Oh, wow, that's quite a great plan.
Now we are waiting for the main guy and the vampires.
Oh, man, have I not given you that sheet, too? Oh, I haven't yet. Okay, one sec. Javrock Doomstrider. I guess I could have given you the Council of Vampires, too, because you guys did the learning about it with those writings. I feel like I'm missing out. I'm like, oh, you guys should have these handouts anyways. I'm just going through and showing them right now, but yeah, so we'll look around and she'll be like, "All right, well, you have this plan of deception and it's working wonderfully, but what's your plan if something goes wrong? Are we're just to hide in the rocks then and wait and see?"
That's why everybody is hiding, because if it does not work, then we fight.
I was wondering why you were all pushed up against the rocks like that. It seemed like you were waiting to spring a trap. I'm glad to see that. Well, they were friendly faces behind the trap, not enemies.
I'm glad you didn't meet those other armies that we're expecting alone on the road on your way here.
Yes, we were worried about that a little as well. After we read your note that the safe house had been attacked, we made sure to send our scouts westward and see if we could find where Javrock and his men were. However, we could never find their location. We always knew, though, that they weren't anywhere nearby. So luckily, we didn't have to deal with them on the way here. I'm not sure if we would have been able to deal with it. However, it did seem that they sent some more of those abominated creatures towards us. It seems that they had found our safe house and have been using resources to try and attack it whenever necessary. We had to fight our way through some of those Nalfashnis and Vroks, those different flying creatures, and, well, it was a very terrible battle. I ended up losing 4 of my men in the battle, and unfortunately Ashaka here could only do so much as a priest to heal their wounds. But for now we have brought what we can, and we are ready to finally face Javrock on our terms, not on his.
I feel very well prepped to face him on our terms.
All right, there. I finally got her little army together, her battalion. Army is such a misleading word. Army is like tens of thousands of people. Anyways. Okay, so we've got our peeps here. We've talked a bit about what's going on. Soul is going to ask, all right, well, maybe you should let us know what you're thinking as far as where we should set up. It looks like the cave is getting a bit crowded, but I'm sure we could put a few more of us in here.
There are a few spots. If you wanted to hide outside of the cave, there's a little area over there, and she'll take them out and show them over by the burrow where it dips in.
Yes, this is nice, but it seems a bit far. You know, I think we'll squish as many as we can into the cave, and we'll put some others maybe hidden in some trees around the area of the mouth of the cave. And she'll kind of take you out to these like kind of trees over here. What do you think of that?
Oh, that should be good.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and stuff some of my men in here, and maybe I'll go and hang out in the trees if there's not any room. It's always a good thing for a commander to show that they're willing to put themselves at the most risk, so I might hang outside while we stack everyone in. All right, boys, get in, and they're going to start finding places amongst you all. Oh, hey, sorry there, Mr. Little Gnome there and Miss Elf.
I gladly make space for them.
He gives you a smile as you do. Oh, thanks. Didn't want to have to squish in here too much. All right. Well, I think now that I see everyone's in here, maybe Ashaka, if you want to come with me, and maybe we could have a small strike force with you, Professor Zoe, as well, and we'll hang outside near the entrance. I think they're gonna go to this tree. Sorry, what's that?
They're just gonna stand right there in the opening?
No, I was picking a tree.
Oh.
Oh yes, we're so well hidden in this opening. I can't believe it. The shadows, and it's just perfect. No, I'm kidding. Okay, yeah, they're all hiding up in this tree here. All right, and then she'll call back to you, K-Leg. She'll say, all right, we're up in here. Make sure you do your best. We don't want things to go awry.
Okay.
All right. So, I think that pretty much wraps up everything in my to-do before we kind of get into some more interesting things. Before we move on, is there anything else anybody wants to do? And how long do I have you today, everyone?
I'm good till whenever.
Probably go till 5, but I can probably stay a little after.
Okay, that's like an hour and 10 minutes for you?
Yeah.
Perfect, that's kind of what I thought. All right, well, we got a hard out time then. What about you, Adri?
I said about an hour and 10 minutes works for me as well.
Perfect. If that works for you, works for me, works all good. Anything else we want to wrap up here before we move on to the next phase of things? It seems we have our good battle plan. Everybody kind of clears what they want to do. Any questions? Any comments? If not, I think it's time to get into it. All right. K-Leg, you hear in the bottom left-hand corner of the map that same sort of sounds of different people walking and moving through the grasses. However, this is not so much of a large sound as you could hear with the gargantuan turtles of the dragging of the ground and earth moving around them. You simply hear kind of a series of heavier footsteps and lighter footsteps. As you can tell, there is some sort of force approaching now from the outside southwest bottom left-hand corner, I guess I'd call it, of the map. And at this point, again, well, you could all roll perception, but for the most part, the people who are perceptive notice it, and the people who aren't don't. But you specifically, K-Leg, I know you do because you roll 23 passive. So, Dingle, Adri, if you want to roll for it, you can go ahead and let me know. Okay, Dingle, you don't quite hear it. You don't hear anything for some reason. Crit fail means you're like oddly not hearing things. Maybe there's something in your ears. But Adri, if you want to roll perception too.
I have a 21 passive perception as well.
Oh shit! All right, we got two homies with the plus 20 passive perception. I love that. I should realize you're druids. You're both druids. Makes sense. Cool. So, Adri and K-Leg, you both innately notice in this sound coming from outside. Probably because you're so keen to nature and the sounds that people make when they're moving through nature. You guys kind of notice it and you can hear it. What do you do?
So Kaylee's gonna turn to this little group right there next to her and quietly let them know that we have incoming.
I'll probably do the same and just signal to everyone near me.
Oh, she's also going to crack open a pocket or something so that Kadril can perceive outside.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that works. Kind of just like leave the top of the bag open a little bit and maybe dip it down so it's got an angle where I can kind of see out like a cannon. All right. Yeah, when Adri, you let us know, Springle kind of goes, all right, miss, we're going to get ready. Let's do this. I'm prepared. All right, I'm going to bring things in now. Da-na-na-na-na. The first thing you see approaching kind of around the corner are these two, oh, nice. Okay, Dingle. You see these two, oh, nice. Big guys here. They're kind of just approaching. They're like, setting up. They like stop as they approach. And you can tell that they're kind of like some sort of like lead heralds of this kind of party. I'm just going to bring them in piece by piece. Next, you see two, what looks to be sort of like lion creatures or tiger humanoids walking up. They're wearing red robes that are adorned with the symbol of Orcus. They're very nice red robes, and you can tell that these are quite more lavish than the rest. And behind them are three sort of spectrally undead creatures. You're not exactly sure what they are. Oh, right. Gringo also gets a Crown of Stars. Nice. Like father, like son. Here we go. Crown of Stars is so good, too. So much bonus action damage. Anyways, the purple wraiths, or purple sort of like undead ghosts or creatures, are behind them. And they are the next to sort of approach from around the corner. And you can tell that this is definitely happening in a sort of like regimented way. The way that different armies would present different generals by putting, different battalion forces ahead of them, and then kind of doing it with a bit of fanfare. Next, you see the vampires approaching. Whoever is watching, and I don't think there's many people who can really see this other than maybe K-Leg, you can see that it is the vampire council that you have heard about. We've taken down different visages, but there was also the 4 statues that we saw in the basement with the Drider Den before we got to the jungle, and that was where we saw the 4 very clear statues of the faces of the vampires. Looking at them again, they look like they have unchanged because they are undead creatures, so their visages have not changed in the thousands of years that have taken time in between the 2 risings of this cult. And lastly, but not leastly, you see Javrok Doomstrider himself split the parties as he kind of walks forward in this formation, and people make way for him. And he is flanked by 2 people on his sides. K-Leg, you would recognize that the one on the bottom is the Magefoot, Lusta Magefoot, the noble who you guys killed in Elendil. It seems he has somehow risen again, and has joined the sides of Javrok for this battle. And he is out there kind of with all of his noble gear. He looks like he's sort of like a noble who is ready for battle. This guy, however, you do not notice who he is. He is somebody who is obviously probably pretty important to Javrok because he's standing to his right, but you are not exactly sure as to his personage or his visage or any. You wouldn't be able to glean who he is just from his appearance. All right, and as Javrok approaches,
Medusa will do the flying back and forth thing again. And Kaelig will poof. She will give a nod to Javrok and start this whole charade again.
all right.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm a little nervous. All right.
Me too. And I will remind you that as you leave, Asayef does give you guidance again. So yeah, you have advantage because of the shape-shifted form. So it'll be the same thing, but this time the DC is higher because Javrok's a bit smarter than the dumb merfolk. So.
Not that'll do me much good. All right. All right. She will. Do I have to do the whole spiel again?
No, you don't actually. Javrok will just say, "Oh, okay," and then he'll give you a weird look as he tries to perceive if you're lying or not about this whole, lie that we've all created. We don't need to go through the whole story of it again. Just go ahead and roll the deception. I guess. Yeah, no, it's deception advantage +4. That's how it goes. Oh, wait, Ashaka. I'm wondering because now we have 2 clerics. Sorry, I'm wondering if he can give you something else, but I don't think so. The bird. Oh, he's not even with you. Never mind. He's out in the trees. The bird's in the trees. Never mind. Our Eric Cocker friend.
All right. So, deception, did you say with advantage?
Deception, advantage, plus a d4. Let's see what the gods have to say about today. Roll me the d4. Oh my god. It all comes down to this. Oh my god! So it was 15. Holy. Okay. Yeah, I increased it by 5 for that one. All right. He's interested. He's like, oh, I see. But why haven't we just started clearing out the rocks? We're going to need to bring in a lot of different things, and I don't think just teleporting around will help. We might need to make siege equipment or something.
Our allies from the waters have already arrived, and I have teleported them. They should be clearing the inside, so we still have a defense before it is all cleared.
Okay. All right. He's gonna roll one thing quick. Let's see if he believes that little part of the lie too. I'm not gonna make you roll a deception. I'm making him roll the perception to see something. And if he doesn't see it, he won't have any reason to feel weird about this. Okay, he's got a +2. Let's go. Oh, okay, he'll turn to you and he'll say, the rubble doesn't seem to be moving yet. Have they started working?
Well, it goes a good distance inside to the cave.
Oh, okay. One sec.
That's why.
Wait, yeah, that's not a lie, actually. I'm like, insight check, and then I'm like, that's not even a lie. He could insight check you, and it doesn't matter. You're telling the truth. He insight checks you, he passes, you're telling the truth, doesn't matter. All right, we've fully gone ahead and, yeah, I think you've deceived him enough. So, he will present to you 8 creatures for you to do, and I'll actually random roll them, because I'm not sure exactly who he would send first, and I don't want to just metagame it out.
Right.
So each tier is going to be like a D4 essentially, and so his 2 friends, the 2 big creatures that they've brought here, the lion creatures and their wraiths, and the council of vampires. We'll see. I'll have to probably roll twice, but we'll see which one's which. 4 is the council. Well, that's the same thing. 3 is the Rakshasas. Or the lion people. Okay. Perfect. This is going to work good. He looks to you and he says, oh, you can only take 8. All right. Well, here, I'll take one of my lieutenants back. And one of the lion creatures goes back over to him. All right. Where are you taking them? They are all willing. Where are you taking them? And, yeah, that's basically it. Where are you taking them?
Oh, I don't know. She's tempted to take him back to that abyssal place, but
Ooh, the place of horrors. Yeah, the far realm or whatever.
would Soul, would she have known anything about planes?
Yeah, she knows a lot because I
Kaylee would have asked her.
asked Kate. You would have asked Cadril?
No, Soul when she got there.
Oh, you were gonna ask Soul about some planes. Soul doesn't know very much. She's not very magical, so she's more martial. She would tell you about other things, but she doesn't know much about the magical realms or the planes.
Okay.
If you wanted to talk to somebody, I would say talk to Zewi Kui, who is the professor of one of the mage guilds. She would know a lot.
Is that abyssal place like close to the material plane? Like, she doesn't understand how it works, but she just assumes it's another plane. So would that keep everyone trapped for a while?
I'm just gonna see. It's an outer plane. She knows that much, so she'll tell you that. And there's not a lot of portals that exist on that plane to get out of it. It's an extremely difficult plane to leave if you don't have planar magic. To find the portals is an extremely strenuous activity where you have to go up a mountain and go inside of it and all that stuff to locate these sort of like old portals. So she'll definitely agree that's a great place to send somebody if you want them to stay there for a long time.
Okay, then that is where we will go. Since I definitely don't want to try going back to fire since we already have people there, and she's not sure vampires can drown.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They're shapeshifters. I think we fought a vampire and they turned into a bat, so I'll just give it to you that your character knows that that's probably not the best idea. So, okay, we're going to the Far Realm, which is an outer plane, one of the sort of extra planes, I guess, whatever. And then, so just how do you get back? You've used one of your shape change spells, obviously. You've used one of your planar shift spells or whatever.
Yeah, so I will use the spell, the shift spell, to get there so that I know. But I will use the amulet to get back.
Okay, cool, yeah. No need to waste energy to get back when you can just do this and you'll eventually get there. So just go ahead and roll me the check and we'll see how long it takes you to get there. Alright, this time you go to another random plane. You end up at, of all things, the sea city in the water plane. You know about it. I remember calling it something. I can't remember it last time, but you're at the sea city in the water plane. Go ahead and roll it again. And that's a fine one. That's not a damage one. So go ahead and roll it again. All right, that's another fail. Let's see. This time you just end up back here. However, you have to end up somewhere different, so I'll just toss you somewhere. There you go. You're over in the bushes over here. As you appear outside.
Quickly teleport back over and hope no one saw her.
Okay. And so give me give me 120 feet. I don't know where it is. Just go ahead. It's probably in there somewhere. Yeah, you can teleport to any position you want. That's within 120 feet, obviously.
Yeah, so that's only 90 feet right there.
Okay, cool. Is that where you want to be?
Yep.
All right. It's at this point that I need everyone to roll initiative. As you were shifted out and shifted back, there was a moment where you were in the city of the water plane. And Javrok seemed to catch some sort of message. Nobody really would have been able to perceive this because we're all still hiding. However, when you get back, Javrok is incensed. And he says, "Imposter! Time to die!" And with that, we are going to roll everybody into initiative. So, stand by, as it's probably going to take a little while to get all the party people up into the initiative. I have a big old... This is one of our biggest battles kind of thing, so... It'll take a second, and my sheets have been loading really slow today, so it's going to take even a hot second.
Dang Medusa.
Yeah, we're going to be standing by for probably a couple minutes on these initiatives because all my sheets are just loading slow today for some reason. Cool, yeah, I was going to talk about that actually, but no, it seems you've got it, so that's good. As far as Dingle and Gringle, I've got Springle coming. Dingle, Springle, and Gringle McDingle. The whole fam. Well, I mean, we gotta find Sprinkle still, but
Oh yeah.
okay. And then I'll do the veterans while I'm here. Faster, roll, Tony. Faster, I swear. You can do it faster. I believe in you. Okay, now. I think that's all the homies. Oh, no, wait, a save. And then the 3 at the bottom. Now, I was also going to offer you guys to have your old characters back that you used for the Farandril battle. If you want to use them in this battle, you can. So, I think it was, Dingle had the mage, Zewiqui. Adri had the fighter, Sol Aurelia. And, Kaleg, I believe you had the priest, Ashaka. If you want to guys, you can let me know.
I should be good. I'm already controlling 2 characters. The
Yeah.
other one may be a little difficult.
That's what I figured.
I'll go ahead and take one off your hands.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can take Ashaka back then. Alright. Oh, lizard folk veteran. Whoops. That's just the regular veteran. Don't mind the lizard folk. That was, it's the same sheet. I just put the name in there for in case we had to fight those lizard folk people. So wait, both of our deceptions literally passed by 1. Because we had 11. No, wait, we had 14 on the one. Never mind. Pretty close. Both of them were pretty tight.
Which is really good considering I have a -1 on charisma.
True. That is really good, actually, yeah. Dee-na-na-na-na-na. Jeez, normally this goes so much faster. Well, good job. You killed 8 of them right off the bat, so that's a pretty good start. I wonder if there's like a macro for this, like where you'd put the character sheet name in and be like roll initiative, this character, blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure there would be.
Sure, you can make one too. I struggle with making macros, so I think I gave up for now.
Yeah, me too. Kind of. It's like it can get pretty sciencey and heady, but whatever.
So now that you've rolled almost everyone, does that thing need to be up before we do all that?
What thing?
The initiative marker. Oh, good. It all transferred. I looked over and saw it wasn't there, and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, it's there. I see it now. Yeah. All right, the last 3 friends. You got lucky with who it chose too. Getting rid of the whole council of vampires. My God.
Oh, do I need to roll initiative for Ashaka, or did you already do that? I can't see.
I haven't. So if you want to do Ashoka's, that's cool.
Oh yeah, can I use that my inspiration to like add to my initiative?
I think it would just be a straight re-roll of the initiative.
All right.
I don't have the token.
Oh yeah, duh.
Oh, 6 is better. Yeah,
All right.
I'll take a 6.
Sounds good. I'll just change that right now.
All right, and I'll get rid of the inspiration marker.
Sounds good. Yeah, this is the time to use them, that's for sure. Who am I on here? Just a couple more and we're there. Almost got this one. And then I'll make sure that Ashoka's under your control. For you, K-Leg. Yeah, today is the day. Biggest fight by far. I'm looking at my sheets. I'm like, man, this is the most sheets I've ever had for a fight, I think. Oh yeah, and I have to do the settings for the tokens that I brought on. 1 sec. I'm getting yours ready here, K-Leg. All right, I've got yours ready there, and I think, let's see here. Oh, I've got to go to the sheet. Okay. Can be edited and controlled by. Yeah, you're good to go now.
Yep, I got it.
All right, just 2 more minutes. I got to get Zewi, Kui, and Soul, and then we're good to go. Who's first, by the way, if you guys can look it up for me?
From what I can tell, the veterans, the lizard guys.
Oh yeah, they had good stuff. Don't they have like +5 or something? Oh yeah, I was thinking about it. All right, last one. Oh yeah, and Dingle, if you can go ahead and check on yours, just to make sure.
The initiative.
Sorry, pardon me. If you can control Gringle.
I have access to the sheet, but I can't actually move him.
I will get that token all sorted. That's the last one.
It's the last one, I promise.
I swear, you guys. I'm like, wait, why didn't I do this earlier? I guess there was a certain amount of randomness. That's why I was like, they might not even show up, you know?
Yeah. All right, and here we go.
Okay, I think I got it good for you. Let me know.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh yeah, I gotta do your brother too. Springle! Luckily I have all these sheets made, it's just I gotta make the tokens right. Well, I have to say a lot of this worked out in our favor.
Absolutely.
There was a world if you just rolled a bunch of nat 1s on those d4s that you just get no help.
So was I wet or something, or what gave me away?
Oh, one of the vampires has a amulet of planar transmissions, so they were able to talk to Javrock, and after they got bamped to the wrong location, they immediately busted it out and told Javrock, it's a trap, blah blah blah, you know, and then that's how when you got back that Javrock was just receiving that message, and then he's like, oh, you're an imposter, an intruder, and then so it was kind of like that.
Blast.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you transport the whole BBEG battle out, so anyways, I was like, yeah, I'll give him one, and then Javrock is definitely gonna be there with some peeps. That's why I didn't even roll him into the roll either. I was like, he's not part of the people that go. You can take some of his forces if you get lucky.
I was wondering why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyways, there was a DM kind of like, I don't know, built into that where it's like, I'm not gonna let you take out everything, but yeah, I figured I'd give you a good shot at taking out a big chunk of it, and you did, which is, it's great. I mean, you could have ended up taking out these like dudes, like the veterans and stuff, which aren't as important, right? So, okay, turn order. Is there anything I need to update for anybody or change in your turn order settings, or does it seem that everybody's there, good to go?
You have Dingle's dad? I don't know what he looks like, so I can't tell.
Yeah, he's on the thing.
Yeah, somewhere. I'm like looking, I'm like, I don't see him, but somewhere.
Yeah, he's underneath Professor Zoe Kui.
Oh no, that's Andis Kalip, the Duke of Eastern Farangel or whatever. Wait, do you see it but I don't? That might happen.
Oh, never mind. The guys looked familiar. Yeah, Gringle had an 11. He's not actually on the thing.
Alright, re-roll him and I'll change it and put him in.
Alright.
$11 you said?
Yeah, it's an 11.
Perfect. Dingle, what's your dex?
0.
Alright, I
You
think...
mean the actual dex?
Yeah, not the mod.
10.
Yeah, I figured it'd be 10 or 11. Okay. Just gonna check out our friend here. Because I see you're in a tie right now, and I'm like, I gotta resolve some ties here, and then we will get into it. Wow, my sheets today. Whatever, I'm putting it back down. Okay, you guys are tied, so just roll a d20 quick and we'll see who wins.
Alright. Alright, so let's say a d20. Oh, it is straight up d20. Yeah, he goes first.
Okay, it's fine then. Leave it how it is. Don't see any others other than... doesn't matter, these two that we're on the same team, so that's fine. Oh, that's fine. That one and that one. Yeah, that's fine. Dingle and this guy, or Springle and that guy. Well, Springle's definitely above him. Okay, cool. And then alright, we're good. Alrighty. So, these two big beasts, we'll just get right into it. After Javrok yells at you, Kaleg, these two giant beasts that are being held by chains and their two handlers behind them, the handlers release the chains a little bit and let the slack go, and they start to move towards you, Kaleg.
Why me? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hey. Aw, everyone's so mean to me. Okay, just wanted to see what they have. Okay. They aren't very fast, so they will probably use both. 60. They can't attack you right now. But as soon as they get into your vicinity, you can tell that they are very, very stinky. Stinky, stinky boys. The stench of their undead, rotting flesh is really getting to you. It's to the point where it is damaging. I'll say that. So, I need you to make a DC Constitution saving throw for me. And it's, I won't tell you the DC, but if you want to know, I guess I can tell you guys stuff, but don't metagame with it. Oh, hey! You pass. So, you're immune to the
These
stench.
used to things rotting in the forest.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's exactly right. So you're totally fine with it, actually. This smell is something that you are used to. Let's go ahead. That's 2 turns burned. Medusa, let's go with our awakened flying snake.
Would she have to roll a Constitution?
No. So you guys can't see the green around those dudes that are around you, hey?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll keep you up to breast, and I will let you know if you go into it. So I will also let you know, Kaleg, you are immune for any further checks from now on.
Okay.
All right. Is Medusa doing anything?
Yeah, she will zip over and fight one and zip away.
Okay. DC Constitution saving throw. There will not be an opportunity attack or anything like that, but she will need to make her own DC Constitution saving throw. Nice attack. Roll damage on that.
Fails the con.
Okay, crit fail. She is poisoned for the next 24 hours. Disadvantage on attacks, I believe, and disadvantage on saving throws. I'll just check it quick. Regardless, it is now Soul's turn. So Adri, do you want to play Soul? There's a character sheet there for you. I think it's still open for you if you want.
I have a hard enough time keeping up with my own character right now.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. That's not a thing to be worried about or ashamed of or anything. No, that's fine. I will play Soul. I just figured I'd offer you guys it all because you had them that one time, and if you wanted to play again, I figured the opportunity is there. But that's fine. I will go ahead and roll Soul's turn now. Just gotta grab her sheet. She basically just straight up attacks people. Just fighter things. Hashtag just fighter things. Alright, she gets her double longbow on this. Now, I'll just see where she's going to be and if it's disadvantage or not. Oh, yeah, they're hidden in the fucking trees. That's right. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and attack. One of the guys that's attacking you, Kaleg. This bottom one. However, she doesn't hit. She misses both. So we'll go on to the next.
Wait, who's attacking me?
No, not you. The one that's by you. The Hezrao.
Oh, she's attacking that one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. She's shooting her bow at it, but she misses both her shots, sends him wide, and she's no longer stealthed or hidden. Okay, next will be Springle McDingle. He's gonna do a dashy boy. Just a little bit less than that because he's got to go around, so about 50 out. And I'll roll an attack. He's attacking that same one. Oh, the sheets, there's so many. I knew this one would be like that, though. I'm like, yeah, I've been explaining it that he has a battalion of people. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to definitely do that. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, and I'm going to give them a shot to have all their friends to come. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to play those too. Okay. Springle and Soul are almost identical in their fighter abilities and whatever. All right, here we go. Although Springle's a much more powerful one. He hits one for 12. All right, and he will end his turn. This handler, he's just going to continue to handle these guys. Who handle these guys? They have to like talk to them and keep them on a chain. And you can tell that he's using his action to direct and control his friend there, the Hezrao. Okay, a Saif. She's going to step up in Guiding Bolt. Also, the sigil went off, but nobody was in it, unfortunately. Boom! An explosion of necrotic energy ripples throughout the halls, but you do not see anybody get engulfed in it, and then it disappears. Guiding Bolt, let's go.
Oh, I didn't realize we were close enough to set that off.
Yeah, it was just if anybody's in the area that goes from friendly to hostile, that would set off. Booyah. Those are crazy rolls. Good job, Asayef. Okay. You see this Hezrao now is taking a couple shots. The bolt, that one hit him pretty good. And now he's glowing with that radiant glow, the yellow radiant glow, as everybody can see him. And he is ready to be attacked with advantage for next time. Okay, I got the professor, right?
Yeah.
Good. Let's do it. Alright, she is going to be casting the fireball on these 4 guys in around here. So let's go. Javrock saves as he dives out of the way. What about the old man? Old man, how are you? Are you good at dex? He takes the full brunt. Gregor the Noble, that was his name, Gregor. Gregor Hakit. Let's see if he can handle the heat of the fireball. No. And the last one is this tigerish looking guy in the back, the lion looking dude with the red stuff on him. Cloak, cape, whatever you want to call it. That one does pass. So we got 2 passes, 2 fails. All right. Okay. Oh no, whoops. Oh, just doing some math. All right. All done it. So you saw that explosion of the fireball engulf all 4 of them. Some of them were able to dive, some of them weren't. And the old man, the two humanoids, not Javrok, who's like covered in his own smock, but the ones that don't have their hoods up, they get burned pretty good. All right, here we go. Now it's the old man's turn. After just being scorched, he's probably going to turn around and do the same thing. Now that he knows there's people in that tree. Oh wait, he's not that guy. He's gonna go and aim back at the person who shot it, which was Professor Zewiqui. Oh, I'm not sure that hits. One sec. He shoots a guiding bolt back into that tree where the fireball came from. It doesn't hit. Oh my god, 13. Lame. Lame-o. That's his turn. Yeah, there's no need for them to move right now, so. Shaka Corello, that would be, K-Leg, are you gonna run
That's
him?
me. Okay.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna take a hoot. One sec. Yeah, so he's a cleric too. He has guiding bolt, healing word, cure wounds. Those are the main ones, I guess. Sanctuary if somebody's coming at him. Spirit guardians.
They just, most of them have a range of 60 feet or less. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess guiding bolt is. The cat guy's the only one who can reach with that.
You can also reach probably the handler too.
Yeah, but he's not worried about that. Those guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
We don't need those things running loose.
Oh, wild magic crit. Go ahead, tell me what you're casting it at, run the damage, and I'll give you, give me a D100, and I'll let you know what's up. Ooh, we have a wild magic crit in the final. All right. Shit, that's a lot of damage. Why is my math? Yeah, 24. My math was getting really weird there.
D100.
You betcha. All right, let's go take a look. And you can all follow along.
Meh.
Oh, no, that's a really big meh. Nothing. Just nothing. He didn't die. Sorry, bud. All right, next one. If he would have died, it would have been kind of cool, but it's not even that cool of an effect. Anyways, let's see. Or do you still have more from Ashaka, or are you going to stay up in the tree with your 2 friends?
I think he's gonna stay in the tree for now.
Okay. All right, we got some veterans here. I'm going to move them both out. Oh, he's fine. I just got to move one out, and then it's the guy. Okay. Okay, let's go. He's going to attack the big beast that's attacking UK leg with advantage. Oh, yeah, there it is. Looking around. It's going to say lizard folk veteran. Don't worry about it. It's the same sheets for these guys. All right, that one hits. and I'm just reading. It looks like they actually only make one. One heavy crossbow attack. So I'll leave it at that. All right. Now it's the guy in the back there, the lit up tiger dude with the red cape. He's all lit up from the guiding bolt. Okay, here we go. Where are you? Here we are. He runs up to you. K-Leg. Yeah, it was just within because he was just at the backside of that one right there. Anyways. And he is going to attempt to do to you what you have done to his friends. I think. Oh wait, you have to make a save if it's unwilling, right? A spell to banish an unwilling creature. Yeah, here we go. Charisma, that's what it is.
Oh, that's my key strength.
Yeah, we saw it on display today, didn't we? Unfortunately, you are not able to resist his ability to send you to a new plane of existence.
Oh, can Gringle counterspell?
Of course, yes. Of course, this is, yeah, you can go ahead and counterspell.
Alright.
We're only one round in and I'm already forgetting about my counterspells. Jeez Louise. Okay, so this is a... you got to check against a DC 17 because it's a 7th level plane shift spell. It's just one per day. Conjuration 7th level. That's the normal level it gets cast at. The base level, I guess I would call it. So int check, and that will be. Unfortunately, that's a no. But
Dingle will give it a shot too.
yeah, I was gonna say. But now that good old Gringle had it out, I think we all need to jump on board. So all the casters are going to jump on board with that. Cadril too. Wait, did you beat it? I'll go back here. I'll check it. Oh, never mind.
Alright, I think Dingle got it.
Nice.
Good job, Dingle. Yep, that stops the plane shift. The Rakshas's turn is over as he has attempted to do it and failed. And Cadril doesn't have to burn a slot. Hell yeah. This handler is using his actions to maintain the handling of the undead beasts that are around K-Leg. Gringle McDingle, the father of the Dingle clan, finally joins us in our presence. Sorry it took so long. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Let's see. So he's going to move here. Then he's going to cast Sunbeam right where this gray thing is. And the range of that is 60 feet. So I meant Sunburst, a Sunbeam. So it'll hit everyone from this range. So these guys, these two up here, and K-Leg is just out of range. But also this guy.
Okay, got it. Yeah, it's all 4 of the dudes and the Hezrau at the top because he's close enough, plus all the 2 handlers as well. Oh, baby. All right, we got a bunch of rolls to come. So we're going to do a bunch of con rolls. I'll do the veterans first. Mr. Veteran. Oh, they don't have any extras on it. I thought they did.
And if they fail, they're blinded for a minute.
Okay, and then they also need to maintain a concentration on what they're doing as far as handling the animals, the Hezraus. So they need to roll con. How much damage was it again? It was 37 divided by 2 is what the fuck is that? 17? Fuck, man, I'm so bad today. 18. All right, they both need to pass con saves of 18. Yeah, I didn't think they would. Okay, at this point, the Hezraus seem to be going crazy. They notice that their handlers are losing their ability to focus on them. And at this point, they are now addressing any creature as hostile, as they are sensing that it is now that they can break through the training and the, beating downs that they had been given by these trainers and handlers. And for once, they might be able to reach freedom if they can just get it out of here. All right.
Oh yeah, and Gringle's ability activates. So instead of 37 damage, one of the ones will become a 6, due to his intelligence modifier being added to the roll. So instead of 37 damage, it should be.
Oh, I think you cut out at the end, but I think it's 42, or is it everyone?
Yeah, it's 42. Sorry, I was running the math really quick.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's definitely 42. All right, so let's get some descriptions here. The two handlers have been burned by this beam. They are blinded, and they are kind of reaching around in the ground and stuff all around, just trying to figure out where they are after getting hit by such a powerful spell. They also look like they are near dead, like they have been burned. They're kind of like walking around like almost burned husks of a human. So their skin is seared and stuff like that. All right, and you can tell that they have lost control of their beasts that they brought here for the fight. Now I'll roll everybody else quickly. Oh yeah, and I forgot, actually, just to retcon something quickly, Javrock has magic resistance. Oh, he passed his, never mind. Yeah, he has magic resistance. He still fails, alright. Even with magic resistance. Oh, wait. Yeah, well, no, we'll let this one go. We'll let it go for now. Which is next? Javrock, He didn't do very good in the turn order either.
Well, at least Javrock is blinded now.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting the status effects and doing a whole bunch of math quick. Okay, and then let's see, Calypso's probably gonna fail. He has nothing, he's just, he doesn't get any bonuses on it. One roll, Constitution. Yeah, I had a feeling. And then, the Gregor, the noble who you killed in Elendil, who has been resurrected and brought back for this battle. Let's see, he's a little bit better at con because he's a caster and he built into it. No advantage again for this one. Still not good enough. Okay, so they all go blind. Wow. Oh, this is going crazy. They're getting stacked on. Also, with all this damage, too, you can notice the old man is looking a little frailer than the rest, a little more beat up than the rest, similar to the veterans. And I guess the Rakshasa's next. The cloaked dude. In the red cloak, the tabaxi and the red cloak kind of thing. This one, again, does have... oh, wait, what level is this? Is it 7? Oh, it's 8
level.
Never mind. Okay, he can't do shit about that. All right. Let's go. He fails too. He's still lit up from the guiding bolt, and he is also now blinded. And let's see the fatty on the right above him. See how that one does. He passes. Okay. Not blinded, but taking half the damage, 21. Ooh-wee. All right. Is that the end of the turn?
No. For his bonus action, he's going to send out a mode of light and attack this one.
All right, give me that. What is it, 4d6 or something like that?
Yeah. So roll. So 20 hit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so this lad takes 20 damage.
Okay. Radiant too. We're hitting him with good stuff. Okay.
Oh yeah, and since it's evocation, I got my int modifier, so it's actually 25 damage.
School of Evocation. Wonderful. Yes.
And that's going to be his turn.
I have a main School of Evocation in my other one. Cool. I'm just seeing if there's any specifics about Radiant, but I really doubt it. Yeah, there's not. Okay. Where are we at here? Oh my god, my blinded dude. Okay. Well, he's gonna attack with disadvantage. He notices that, you know, that he's lost control of these beasts. He's not gonna try and gain it back because he can't really see. So he's just gonna hear people fighting over here somewhere. And he's gonna try and shoot. Actually, he's going to shoot back towards the, because he knew there were some people here, but it's all at disadvantage, so. He will shoot his little heavy crossbow once. And he gets an 8, which misses. Okay. Cadril. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I am currently possessed inside of a jar. I want everybody to remember this. I can see just outside of the bag towards, you know, wherever. I'm not going to say I can see the whole battlefield. I'm going to say I can see half. So either the top half is like starts with Andis Kalip and the Rakshasa, or the bottom half starts with Javrok and the other Gregor the Noble. And I'll just roll. Top will be odd, bottom will be even. Okay, so I can see like this Hezrao, this guy, the Rakshasa. I'm gonna try and take over the Rakshasa. So while I'm in the magic jar, I use my action, and they have to resist me with a charisma saving throw. Which they do not. I am now in possession of the Rakshasa, and because I'm standing right in front of Kaleg, when I come to, I say to everyone, I go, "Everyone, I got the Rakshasa!" And I kind of just like wave back towards the stones there, letting everybody know that I have now taken it over. Was I supposed to whistle something though? I forgot.
I don't remember if it was whistle a tune or say blueberry, but
Yeah, we were arguing about it. I don't think we ever came down on a thing, but I figured this is good enough.
Whistle a tune when you got in, and say blueberry when something was going wrong.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think we had like an out word too, but however, I will take the rest of the Rakshasa's movement to get out of here. Actually, I gotta stay within 30 feet of you, and I need to go backwards, not forwards. So, actually, I'm gonna go this way. And that's Cadril's turn. Autumn man, got him. All right, we're gonna have a crossbow, and then it's gonna be UK like. He's going to attack the Hezra that we've been working on. And it actually hits. For 6 extra piercing. And you can tell that this kind of piercing damage is slightly resisted by this creature being so large and heavily skinned. It's almost like they have a natural armor. All right, Kaleg, your turn.
All right, so,
Also, what's up, Twitchers? Hope you're enjoying this.
let's see. I have multi-attack. I wanted to start using that big mace I got, but I'm still trying to figure out how to work it in. It's a different. Okay. All right. So she's a large creature. So does she use 1 or 2 hands with the fire mace?
I agreed that I would let you have it as one-handed because other large creatures use it one-handed as well. So you can go ahead as a large creature, just the same as any monster. You are able to wield it one-handed.
All right. She'll go for the one above her.
Okay, go ahead and start with your. That's the fire mace right off the bat. Hey, yeah, plus 6, 14. I know that's that one. That's a hit.
Okay. Now I gotta find the damage.
The epic Pit Fiend Fire Mace. I think I even have it somewhere. I could look it up.
I have it in my stat.
Oh yeah, you built your own like yeah, your own thing. There it is.
There you go.
I love how it's perfectly built out. Oh man, 30 fire damage. Holy, three top 6s on that one. Okay. Cool. So that's 48 damage coming down. The bludgeoning doesn't hit him so hard, but the fire definitely does. I think. Let me check that one. I'm gonna be checking these as we go. Oh, he's actually resistant to the fire and to the piercing. So just not radiant.
Bludgeoning, but
Oh, pardon me, bludgeoning.
it is a magic mace. In case that matters. But
Oh wait, it is a magical weapon. You're right. Okay, never mind. I guess that would count. I'm just gonna go read it again, but it is from in the monster sheets. It always says from non-magical attacks. However, this is a magical attack, so. All right, yeah. 48 then, because I'll even let the bludgeoning through. It's fine. 70, but 2 less is 68. All right, and this one looks a little like that was a good chunk you took out of him. He's not that hurt, but like overall, but like you took a good chunk out of him on that one. I believe now, if I remember correctly, you have 5 longsword attacks because as a Merilith you have 5 other hands, and then you're also going to use your tail.
correct.
Feel free to go ahead and roll it out.
I'll just roll all the attacks and then roll damage, so it'll take less time.
True. We're also at the end of the session, though. I just realized it's basically 4 p.m. Unless anybody can stay longer, who can't. If not, we can end it right here, and I'll just end off with Kaleg's turn, and then we can move on. Are you guys good to keep going for a bit, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. At any point, just shut it down for whoever, any of the players, if you want. You guys just let me know, and I'll shut it down right then. But for now, we'll just keep going for a little bit. All right. So,
So I'm guessing the 11 and 14 don't hit. But
yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, the 11 and 14 don't hit, so that's 4 of them. I was thinking we could just yeah, actually just roll 4 damages. It's fine. I'm like, I don't want to do math, but it's okay. I can do math. It's fine. Oh wait, it would only be 3 damages. Never mind, because 2 miss.
4, because the tail hit.
Oh, you have the tail in there too. Okay, yeah, then roll the tail for the last one. Now, none of these are magical attacks, I will say. So all of these will be resisted slightly. Or he has
I was
resistance.
double checking on the tail, but it doesn't say anything to that effect. So, so it's a total of 56, which would be 28.
You are correct. I counted it while you were doing it. 28 more damage comes down from the rest of the attacks after the big magical fire mace impacts him heavily. You make a bunch of smaller slices all along the body. And after that turn, this thing is looking quite beat up, honestly. You can tell you've taken it from being almost full health to quite beat up.
Stay there. So.
All right. That will take us to Adri. I'm just getting a call quick here. Hey, you almost quit here? I don't think so. Or maybe I haven't checked it. No way. That's cool. Smart. That's cool. Yeah, no doubt. That's crazy. Cool. Okay. Sure, we have no groceries. Okay, I'll see you soon. 20 minutes? Alright. Okay, love you too, man. Okay, I'm good to go, but it looks like I might end up being the hard out person because it sounds like my girlfriend will be here in about half an hour, so 4:30 we'll probably end up wrapping it up regardless. But K-Lake, you stayed there. Adri, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move around this corner a little bit so I can get a better view of the battle. While maintaining cover, and I'm going to cast Sleep Storm, I think it was, on the lower fellow.
All right, on which one? Oh, okay, cool. Yep. Okay, here comes the deck saves. I do kind of remember this. All right. This was the thing that kept, like, kicking our ass when I was a Merilith. I was like, oh my god, I'm still prone? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I couldn't get up. It was crazy. Every time she'd just keep failing, and I'm like, man, this is whack. But it's a good spell for that reason. Where the fuck is my Hezro sheet? There it is. Too many sheets, guys. Too many sheets. All right. Oh, definitely is gone, and it is laying down prone now, so I will add that to it. I always just put the arrows in the back to mark prone. Cool. So, anything else? Or are you thinking that'll be the end?
That's my turn.
Okay, cool. This guy will pop out. He'll do a little shot, and then we will get into the BBEG's turn. He's gonna shoot the one of the Hazaras too. Probably the one that's above. I don't know. Let me think. Oh no, the prone one. No wait, that's harder. The above one. Yeah. Never mind. It gives you disadvantage when you do range attacks. So he'll attack the one that is not prone and miss. And yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Here we go. Javrock, seeing all this death and decay around him, laughing kind of in a weird way as he's realized that he's kind of been had, that this is his final moments maybe, that this is one of the things that he'll have to deal with, you know, in a way that could end him. Up until this point, maybe all of his battles haven't quite been this scary, but he's laughing maniacally now at the idea that this could be his final battle. Okay. He casts Time Stop. However, he doesn't do it with a specific casting or whatever. He pulls out this crystal, and he speaks a command word to it. And as that happens, all of a sudden, you can feel this energy emit from the crystal, and it almost feels like time slows down for a moment, or even maybe that he speeds up as our perceptions of time are dilated, and he is able to take a certain amount of turns. It is 1d4 plus 1. So if you guys aren't familiar with this 9th level transmutation spell, it is kind of crazy, and I'll just ping it out in chat.
Can Gringle cast a spell magic?
You can. Ooh, smart. Oh wait, is that reactionary? I think you would... So what happens here is you'd have to cast Counterspell.
Oh, alright. Let's see, I know Gringle can. I'm not sure Dingle can.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to check on Dispel Magic. I'm 98% sure it is not run as a reaction ever. No, yeah, it's just an action. Okay, cool. However, on your turn, you can attempt to dispel other things that might be giving him other items that might be giving him bonuses. But anyways, for now, you can only counter it. And I guess, you know what, Kadrol's going to start doing this too, because it's about fucking time we start getting into the counter spelling of everything.
Alright.
So does Kadrol have Kadrol spells or Rakshasa spells?
It's just like Shapeshift, where I retain my Int, Charisma, Wisdom, and my spellcasting abilities, and I don't gain their specific traits.
Alright, that was unlucky.
I better look at that, though. That's how I remembered it, and now I'm just like, I don't know. Kadrol's going to burn a slot, though, too, to help you out there. As everything starts to slow down, we can all feel it. Oh, and I have Inspiration on Kadrol. This is probably the time I will use it. Oh yeah, it's just a fucking int check. What am I doing? Oy vey. Alright, he is not able to. However, he will use his inspiration. I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, fuck. Well, none of us are able to counter this 9th level spell. And I'm just going to make sure... Oh, I am running Zoe Kui. She has her own, actually. She has... We have 3 mages. We got so many mages here today. Alright, let's go. Damn, no. Alright, so we burned 3 spell slots between all 3 of us, trying to counter this move that he's doing. If anybody else has anything, let me know. Otherwise, I will go in and roll the 1d4 plus 1 for how many turns he gets to take on his own. The way it works is that he's not allowed to affect anybody else during that time. He's only affecting himself, and he's not allowed to like break it by doing combat or anything. So it's kind of like a big defensive thing. But anyways, nobody's got nothing else, right?
Yeah, Dingle already used his reaction.
Oh yeah, and now Cadril has.
Or a shotgun.
Oh, maybe Ashaka does have it. I don't know. I don't think Clarets get it.
No, he has Dispel Magic, but I don't see. I don't see Counterspell.
All right. Well, if you want to like start looking at what things might be on his body that you might be able to dispel, that's fine too. Just we'll roll some perception checks for that with Shaka. But regardless, let's get into the turns. No way, he maxes it out. Yikes, okay. So, the first thing is Mage Armor. The next one is Mirror Image. The next one is Globe of Invulnerability. Mind Blank, and then Create Undead. Holy fuck, okay. Gotta zoom out. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna apply all these effects to his token quickly so I can keep them in my mind. Mirror Image. Mind Blank. Mage Armor. Oh yeah, and Globe. Okay. Sure, I'll use the reactor for Globe. Okay. So, there we go. That's, and then he casts Create Undead. He's still blind, but... Oh wait, he needs dead bodies. Never mind, he can't do that yet. I don't know if I can. I don't even actually know if he can do all 5 if he has enough stuff.
Are none of those concentration?
No, you pick them specifically not to be. So, Mind Blank, 8 hours, no concentration. Mage Armor, 8 hours, no concentration. Mirror Image, 8 hours, no concentration. Or maybe it's not that long, but I know that the majority of them are 8 hours, no concentration. Oh, Mirror Image is only a minute, no concentration. There's a list of them too. I will say, this is a very like BBEG thing to do. Like I am stealing this idea from other BBEG campaigns that I've seen watched happen, because I know that this is like a really cool spell, and then you plan it out so that like, because he's a master mage, right? That he knows that when if he gets a good time stop, that he will cast all of these things on himself. Oh yeah, the last one was teleport. I was wondering why I couldn't figure it out. He does burn a shitload of spells doing this. Oh no, I wasn't going to use teleport. I was going to specifically use Misty Step just to get away from you guys. And he notices the Hezraus or the beasts are starting to get a little nasty, so he's going to just Misty Step quickly. And then he's going to and then that's where he ends up putting his Globe of Invulnerability. Just as far as the way everything works. And that will be his turn. At the end of it, he's probably just going to look at you all and say, ha 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 ha. As time resumes, you can hear his laughs go from very slow to kind of like menacing and normal. Yes, that was perfect. The speed up. Okay, so now he's got his little globe around him too. sweet. I think he is good to go. And yeah, he'll just continue to laugh. And then at the end of his turn, he'll say, "Prepare to die. Today you'll see my gods, 'cause I'll send you there myself. I will send you to him myself." I swear I can
Okay.
talk.
You should have spent all that time practicing what you're gonna say.
Shut up! As he's clearly mad that he fumbled that. Okay, we're gonna get to this Archmage now, and then it's going to be Dingle's turn. Dope. This guy's hurt pretty bad.
Maybe he'll just blow himself up in the face.
Yeah, he's gonna just shoot himself in the face. No, he's gonna try and polymorph you, Caleb. Which means I will need I believe it's wisdom on polymorph. Yep, wisdom saving throw against his DC, which is, I believe, 14. Oh no, it's 17. He's a little bit harder. He's part of the Javrock posse.
Son of.
Oh, just by 1. All right. Unfortunately, you are changed into a little ship.
No, he beat the spell safe.
Said 17.
No, it's 16 right here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, see, it says on here, spell safe DC
Oh,
16.
right at the bottom of your polymorph thing.
That's weird. Okay, one sec, because it does say on the character sheet that I built 17. So I will go cast a couple other spells. We'll compare it against other spells and see exactly what happens. Oh, what the hell? Why doesn't it put it on that one? Oh, weird. See, that one says 17. What the fuck?
That is weird.
Maybe polymorph works different.
Oh, no, it's because I clicked the chat box that just launches it as for description only. We got to watch those headings. Yeah, we all just got owned by the for description only. That's not actually the spell. The spell is when I cast it out like this one. So anyways, fuck, yeah. So that's what it is. I accidentally pinged out the description, not the actual cast. So it is a spell save DC 17. I was really concerned there for a moment that I was going crazy. All right, but I will turn you into... I'll just put you in a potion. You're in a potion. You're, anyways, you are a ship. A cute little sheep.
Oh, sheep.
Yeah, sorry, I keep saying shape like it's a word, but it's not a shape. It's like it's just a weird way of me saying it. I don't know. All right, and for all intents and purposes, you can go ahead. Oh, I don't have that sheet anymore. Dang it! I had a little sheet for every time I polymorphed somebody. Actually, I'll just get you to use the deer sheet then, and we change you into a deer. So when you attack, you'll use the deer sheet, all that type of stuff. Dingle, your turn, bud, and it's 4:20. I'm gonna take a hoot.
All right. Alright, so Dingle kind of strolls out a little bit, then flies the rest of the way. He casually points at Javrock, and he says, trying to think this out properly. Well, I'm trying to get the wording right, I mean.
Yeah, don't pull a me. Don't just like go into it thinking you know what you're gonna say and then say it really badly.
Alright, Dingle kind of smiles and says, I wish that Javrock can no longer cast magic, and that any magic he has cast from the past 10 years is nullified, and has no effect now. And he casts Wish.
Ooh la la, you took wish?
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't busted out my 9th level yet, but you'll see it in a bit here. Maybe not today though. Okay, so this is a big one. I just remember like it's mostly all up to my discretion, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
As long as we're not wishing for something. Like one of the specific effects. Reality shapes itself to accommodate the new results. Blah blah blah. You can force the reroll.
It's pretty much null or nothing. I was saving it for the end for something thematic, but that's whatever.
Yep. Yeah, this one gives me great latitude in saying what I want, and I'm like, oh, sometimes I just want you to tell me what to do. Alright, I'm just putting together a couple ideas here. So, oh yeah, I don't even have counter spells anymore. I was like, I'll counter spell it. That won't even work anyways. Regardless, what I'm thinking here is there has to be like a probability of failure. I'm just trying to
there is.
guess.
There's a spell save DC.
Oh, there is. But how would we calculate it against that? That's what I'm wondering then.
It says at the bottom. It says it's a 19. But specifically, it says that for me, there's a 33% chance that I cannot cast spells again. But Wish will cast Wish ever again.
Oh yeah, that it burns it out. Okay.
Actually, the DC may be for me, actually.
It is for you, so I was going to be like, man, Javrok has to like roll against it. So that's what I'm going to do. I like it being more like thematic battle stuff than rolling against like a god, like being like, yeah, do it. So here's what's going to happen. The wish is granted. However, if Javrok is for some reason able to completely withstand all of this, that'll be how it works. Although I'm going to give him disadvantage. I don't want it to just be like, oh, you beat a 19. He's going to run it raw, so there's not going to be any modifiers, and he's going to get disadvantage. Yeah, that's good. I think that's really good. At that point, you have to roll 2 nat 20s. So good luck, or 2 19 and 20s. So good luck. I don't think he'll do this. I think it'll be pretty. And that at least gives us the failure probability that I think I'm happy with. A 10 to 15 kind of ish. I don't know if that's the exact, but anyways. He can roll 2 things, 19 or 20, and he's got to do it twice, so let's go. Nope. All right. As this wish comes into fruition, you notice that Javrok is suddenly and unexpectedly, you can tell in his face, removed of all of his abilities of spellcasting, which means that all of his spells have been nullified up until this point, which means everything he just did for time stop is gone. And he loses the spellcasting trait. He now only has his magical weapons that you can see on him, and, you know, whatever else that he might have that you can't see. Regardless, I'll take that down, all of his stuff. He is still blinded, though.
Sorry.
No problem, go ahead.
Sorry. And for Dingle's bonus action, he is going to shoot a mode of light at him, because he still has those.
Sounds good. I think we're down to 6 now for you and Gringle each.
Alright, it's a 15 hit.
Mage armor just dropped, so it does actually hit.
Alright, 17.
Nice.
And after he does that, Dingle kind of spits out a little blood and says, alright, rest is up to you guys now. He's going to move back a little bit. And that's his turn.
All right, and so the way I'll run the last little part of this, where it says there's a 33% chance that you're unable, you just roll a D100, and if it's 1 to 33 or 33, that will be it. Like, you will not be able to cast this again ever. However, you pass it. There you go. You retain the ability to cast Wish. However, you notice that if you're going to continue to cast it, I believe it really hurts you. Yeah, necrotic damage. So you can tell that it's exhausted you a little bit, and if you're going to try it again, you'll get hurt. All right.
Which I gotta roll a 2d4.
Oh yeah, to see how long you can do it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it drops by 3 for... Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
So 3 strength for 4 days.
Cool. I'm going to end it here now. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey.
Oof. -4 to strength.
Okay, bye. All right, yeah, I got to end it now. My girlfriend just got in the door. Thanks for sticking around for so long, everyone. I felt like today was really great. Had a lot of fun. And it looks like you will be taking 4 days worth of the D strength. We'll get into that later, though. Anyways, I got to go. So, thanks again, everyone. Love you. Thanks for showing up. And then,
Have a great night.
as for our next session, I will schedule it for the 25th. We aren't here for the next weekend because that's the weekend we're going to take off for this month. But then the 25th is when we'll schedule it in for the same time, same place. And we'll see how the campaign comes to a close as we're in the end.
Very exciting. Bye.
Alright.
All right, bye.
Peace out, guys.
All right, and thanks to the Twitchers who tuned in today. Much love to everybody who's been watching. I got to go. Stayed a little longer today than I would normally, so I'm going to head out and have a good day. See ya.